with jump in. Here's the link. I know that I sent it to you in the group chat already, but I'm going to send it again because I don't think you remember the day of the week or the time. So will you please join me so I don't have to do the show with one other person who is, in fact, dying?
Yep.
Exactly. Welcome everybody.
I didn't even
to the
fucking
late night
script
talk.
that. I just coughed.
We open up with a great PB. I like to call them PB monologues. We have somebody dying here on the panel, and PB today's historical because
What?
I think today's historical. I think tonight is the first time I've ever led with your article.
Well, that's kind of hurtful.
I mean, no, you always do great. Okay,
I have all these great articles for years. I've had all these great articles for years and years and years. Well, maybe only a couple of years. Anyway, not the point. The point is, I finally made it to the headline.
But when I heard that, because we're going to be talking about some heavy shit tonight, I was like,
drugs, cough syrup. Oh no, wait, that's just me.
No, Husky. Not everybody is going to be on drugs tonight. Some people are just going to be drinking, like me. Because
I'm doing all the yeah. You're doing. We're both doing legal drugs right now.
We are, kids.
Yeah, it's all the legal ones tonight.
So
that's why we're family friendly.
I knew that we had to start tonight with PB's article because it's so outlandish and it fits us so well. I'm like, I can't do this at the end. This is a leading. This is a headliner. So when you sent it to me, I go, "What the fuck, dude?" Out of all this shit I seen, and I suffered through Eternals, and
suffered.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna have my review up, but
I've heard that the audience score is going to be locked at 86%, like the Rise of Skywalker.
No. Great news though, Husky. If you're feeling sick, watch the Eternals, and you will get sleep. You'll be knocked the fuck out. Don't need cold medicine.
Oh, that's great. I just have to pay the money of the movie theater, and they'll probably kick me out when the movie's done.
Drugs anyways. You're already paying for the legal drugs. This one, at least you'll have Adobe surround sound.
But I could save that money and buy more drugs.
But let's get to the beautiful chat. We have the real Jack Girl. We have Crummel. We have Jenny Godden. We have
I kept posting a message and YouTube kept deleting it.
Yeah, probably.
YouTube's a bunch. I posted it in the private chat for fun. It was just for fun.
We have.
I don't know if you guys see the one I just posted. Then I got around YouTube.
I'll undo the whatever the hell it does, or maybe it won't show up. We have Sherry. We have Rose Matters, Geekicidal Tendencies, and Keely Chow. And I think that's it. Good. I got everyone. And Geekicidal Tendencies says suffering is being generous. Yes. You want to hear something funny about this movie before we get into the topic? The funny part about this movie is I know a lot of reviewers are going to come out and say the movie is bad. The movie's not bad. Actually, it's got a very interesting premise, and the dialogue is not badly written. The problem is nobody in the movie has fucking chemistry with anyone. They're a big giant vacuum.
The movie looked boring in the ads. People, and then you said it too because you're like, after they had that trailer, you're like, don't jump on it. They know how to do. Yeah, you're like, whoever did this, the marketing team should be getting a raise.
I called it.
This is what Zod said. I remember him saying
it. And you know,
he called it, and I'm like, of course. They always know how to make something look visually spectacular.
But here's the messed up part: they swindled you guys because the action. I don't know how Marvel did it. I don't know if Kevin was on a bunch of cough syrup when he greenlit this, but the action was fucking boring. It was boring. It was mind-boggling.
They should have gotten Zack Snyder.
You know, like or hate Zack, At least when shit's going off, you can go, ooh,
People
pretty
like
colors.
Zach.
Whether you like or hate him, at least when shit's blowing up and things are being destroyed or whatever, it's entertaining. Dude, this movie, oh my
That's what I
God.
say, though. I give props to him. He knows how to do an action scene.
Dude, how do you fuck up when you have two of the hottest women on Earth? How do you fuck up
Wait, who's the other
not
woman?
distracting? Huh?
Who's the other woman?
I mean, Angelina and Salma Hayek are both.
Oh, Angelina. That's the
I
one
mean,
I
they're both
forgot.
good looking. They both do their skimpy clothes thing. And dude, hour and a half in it, I looked down at my watch and I said, "Holy fuck, I got an hour left." I was like, "This is terrible."
2.5 hours long.
Oh fuck me, yes. Or if
I don't
it,
I
wanna
heard
fuck
some
you,
people
Zod.
on another live stream talking some smack about it. They, allegedly are comic experts, but it did not sound like it to me.
no, it's not that it's not comic book accurate. It's not
I
that
don't
it's
care about
even.
that.
It's not that it's even a bad movie. It's a typical Marvel movie. The problem is they took the DC route. It's fucking depressing the whole entire time. Which fine, you're changing your.
How could it be depressing looking at Salma Hayek? I don't
Oh,
understand.
they make it happen, dude. 90% of this movie is fucking gray.
Well,
And
then
by
they
gray,
should.
I
Then
mean
Zod, they should
literally
get an
fucking
Oscar
gray.
for making it that boring.
Like,
Those, the
oh,
PB said.
it was just, and dude, the two leads. Okay, look, I know that dude from Game of Thrones. He died in the Red Wedding. Okay, I know he can
Oh,
act.
you're talking about Rob Stark?
Yes, I know he can act, but what the fuck happened? The love interest he has, and PB, I remembered the fucking quote because it was so terrible when they said it because I did not believe these two were in love. Okay, I'm not going to spoil anything, but let's just say shit's going down, shit's blowing up, and Rob was like, "I would die for you," and then they kiss like you would
And then
kiss
he
your.
dies for her.
No.
Literally.
Then they kiss like you kiss that awkward kiss, like when you kiss someone, but you don't know if you really want to kiss them or not. And then she goes,
That's a thing?
Breakup
she goes,
sex kiss.
"I would die for you too." But it was so flatly delivered, and they have no chemistry whatsoever that you're like, "What the fuck is happening?" I don't understand how it has good concept. It doesn't have bad dialogue. It's just a vacuum of fucking nothing. The movie is a vacuum of fucking not.
All right, let's
Okay.
get to the bear article before Zod
Yeah.
loses
I'm sorry.
himself.
I'm sorry. I just had to talk about it because, oh my god, like, it's not overhyped. It's not overhyped. The movie is as boring as people say. It's not, and
I
it's
don't think
weird.
that's what hype means. You can't hype a movie to be boring. What?
No, you can hype it to be this terrible movie, but it's not. It's just it's clearly well written, but it's like they had no chemistry and it fucking shows. And instead of trying to get them to get some kind of chemistry, the filmmaker's like, "Yeah, that's how depressing I want it to be."
Okay,
No
I
one's gonna.
have one question, and we'll see if you can answer it without spoilers. To your estimation, do they explain reasonably why they were not there for Infinity War or Endgame?
Fuck no, it was fucking retarded. If you're going to see
Oh.
that for that reason, don't expect it. It's
No,
like
not
getting
not going to see it for that reason. Like they told me that Salma Hayek was in the movie, and I was like,
I
okay.
could tell you why they weren't there. They were masturbating the whole time. Every time.
No. What I will
Fucking
tell
Loki
you,
came, was this entire they were whacking it. Ultron came, they're still whacking it. Thanos came,
Lucky.
destroyed half the universe, fucking really whacking it right there. Fucking Tony Stark makes the sacrifice, but they're really there. Finally, they
So,
climax, they come to, they're like, oh shit, look, we get our own movie.
follow-up question. Well, I guess it's a two-part question. All of these people are supposed to be immortal, correct?
yeah.
Maybe.
Like, we're not going to go into the nitty-gritty about what immortal means to them. Like, if you're immortal, do they still have to consume food and water?
Yes, they still essentially live like us, but see, I can't.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a
So
spoiler review after you've seen it, and then
now
we can talk about
you
it.
can spoil this because I don't know how you would answer the question without it being a spoiler.
Okay, so is this one of
When
those
they're
immortal things?
hold
Where
on, hold on.
all right.
When they're doing the, let's say, end of Infinity War, because I don't know where this takes place in the timeline, do half of these Eternals blip away?
No,
None of them were ever blipped at any point.
no.
Well, fuck. Okay. That's some
Reasons.
bullshit. Oh, reasons. Reason we got the
Well,
immortality
like
anti-blip shield.
Sherry put it best. She said, "Yes, they explain it, but it was dumb," and that's the best. She put it as better than I could without spoiling the movie. They explain all of this, but it's really fucking stupid and makes no sense whatsoever, and
So
really agitates
you
you.
just
Hold on.
pull some bullshit
Continue
reason out of
talking
their ass.
amongst yourselves for about, I don't know, 2 minutes. I'll be right back.
But
Hello,
yeah,
Carmen. Carmen saying hello in the chat. So is
Hello,
there
Carmen.
immortality? They can still be killed. They just live forever.
uh, there is a way, but once again, see stuff like that I can't get into without actually getting into it.
So
That's
once
why
you
I
find their
didn't want to
kryptonite, they
review it
can
yet.
die. Pretty much. That's
It's
basically what you're
not.
saying.
It's not as simple as that.
No, is it? Kryptonite is a metaphor, Zod.
Oh well, yeah. It's
Like if I
that's
said literal like kryptonite, no, it's the kryptonite as in the metaphor everyone uses it for. Their weakness.
yeah. There is a way that they can meet their end,
Yeah.
but
And now
it's
PB's
not very
away, so we
easy.
got to keep talking about this. So we can't talk about the bear article, and we're 12 minutes in, and we haven't talked about the bear article. This looks like a fun article to talk about.
I can't wait. What do you think this article has to do with? Like, do you think the bear was just hungry?
Well, why the fuck not? Comes in, eats the chicken. Let's
Here's
let's start speculation in the chat
where
before
did
we
we?
do an article.
Yeah,
That'll be
let's do
fun.
that.
Let's do speculation on the article.
Go
We
ahead.
haven't read it.
Ask the chat a question. Let's see.
What do you think? What do you think? Bear devours bucket of chicken after invading California homes going to be about, chat?
Everybody, give us your answer. What do you think this first article is going to be about?
What do you
And are
think we're
you
going to
excited to
find?
hear about it? Go ahead, light that chat up.
Light it up. They're all saying hello to each other.
Which is great.
Guys can
and
say it's like meth gator, you know? I can.
also too, I can't wait. We're going to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about a cult you guys might not have known existed. And I dug into this, and I'm
Or
going to
you
play
did,
this.
but not into the detail we're getting into tonight.
Yeah. And Sherry says bear falls asleep in the house.
That's.
It'd be like, hey, PB, what were you doing eating people's chicken?
Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking. That I know the chat's going to be saying it's with PB because his nickname's the bear.
Karen says,
yeah.
he heard the chicken was finger licking good.
Oh, now we're getting it. Now they're all rolling in. Here we go.
Crumble says, a fury eating chicken.
Furry eating chicken.
You know how you read something that you it registers? I get, oh, that's a good one. A furry eating chicken. That would be a plot twist. Rose Matter says, bear breaking into house and getting in the fridge eating chicken.
You know what? If the bear can open the fridge, can have whatever the fuck's in there.
Oh, yes,
I'm not
Carmen,
stopping him.
I'm sorry. Hello, how are you? And
Yeah, I said hello.
Fair to PB, the
I
bear.
fucking said hello, goddammit. I said hello, Carmen, right before I walked away. That's bullshit. I think she's trolling me because of how I read all of her comments perfectly on my stream last week.
All right,
I would troll you too.
Let's go to the bear article.
Carmen says, hey, go to Popeye's The chicken is good
no,
there.
No. Do not insult the KFC.
That is a different kind of chicken.
So, PB, we decided to do this new thing. So we had the chat and enter what they thought the article was going to be about. So we got some good ones here. Billie Jean says, "Bear wants barbecue in house."
I mean, if you can squirt sauce all over the people that live there, have at it.
Yeah, you know. Hey, I don't blame him. You know, he's just hungry.
Right.
He wants that good chicken. I mean, fuck. I'd do it. I'd go in behind the bear. Okay, so.
All right, we need to know the most important part of this article is if they don't say where the chicken's from, they fail.
Bear devours bucket of chicken after invading California home.
Thank you. And I just wanted to highlight this because this is a special day. PB is leading the charge for tonight. He's starting the night off with laughter. So give virtual claps. This comes to us from our very own pop culture PB. A man arrived home in Sierra Madre, California. Thank you.
If this is PB's article, just let him read it.
You know what? You can if you want to. I'll just scroll down.
A man arrived home in Sierra Madre, California on October 28th to find the front door open and a bear in his kitchen helping itself to a bucket of fried chicken.
Which bucket of fried chicken article? We're just going to say it's KFC until, they say otherwise.
I'm going to say KFC too. Now we have to speculate what chicken it was. Go ahead.
Hello, Janie. She just joined us. Anyway.
Hey, Janie.
Resident John Holden captured video of the bear sitting on his kitchen countertop, digging its snout into the bucket. Speaking to KABC, Holden said there was at least one more bear inside his holy fuck, and another outside just watching guard? What?
Bro, you get the chicken. Get the chicken, man. Grab me some mashed potatoes, too.
He's like, honey.
Come on, he'll be home at any minute. Come on.
Mashed potatoes. Listen, I'm getting what I can, woman. You just.
Whoa. So there were 3 bears. This seems like a reverse Goldilocks.
It is as backwards Goldilocks.
What the fuck?
They're like, a little girl, some guy.
How does this chicken taste? It's fucking fried, motherfuckers. Watch the door. Oh, he said there was one more bear and said another one outside. Eventually, he managed to get them out by making loud noises. KABC reported.
What the fuck is that monkey making noises for?
Because he was like, oh man, I just watched Anchorman, and the most annoying person that makes everybody go away is Brick. So if I just make loud noises, these bears will leave. What the fuck? See, I didn't read the article at all. I just found the story because I saw it on the news, and I was like, people will appreciate this. It's fucking hilarious. Anyway,
great.
I've had a lot of other encounters with them. I've actually had them bump into me a couple of times in the backyard.
Wait.
This dude doesn't fear shit.
What the fuck?
This dude's balls are so massive.
So these bears live there. They're like, motherfucker brought home food and abandoned it. It's ours now. What the hell?
You sure this didn't happen in Russia?
I am not sure.
This feels like Three's Company. What?
What the hell?
Oh my god. Oh, I don't know why I started thinking about the bare necessities in my head.
I've actually had them bump into me a couple times in the backyard, but definitely never in the house like that, Holden told KABC. That was something else, and they sure made a mess of the place, he added. What the fuck? Where's the video? The video should be in there. Scroll up.
Really? There's a video?
Yeah, hold on. Right there. Hit pause.
Pause. Okay.
Hit pause. Go back to the beginning.
Go widescreen and now go back to it is KFC.
Hold on.
Yes!
Hold on. Turn the sound on.
You're sharing audio, right, Zod?
Find out.
No, I'm not.
Whoa! What the fuck? Wait the fuck.
Hold
Try
on.
again.
We'll fix that.
Starting over.
Fix it.
But, wow! Holy fuck! It was KFC. I can't believe it.
It
was
is.
fucking
It
KFC.
is so
That
magical.
made the whole. This makes the whole
Oh.
story. You know, KFC is loving this shit.
Janie
Dude,
Davis
I would
says,
totally sponsor this guy and use his story for my
Hold on.
ads.
No, you're at the beginning. Hold on. Janie says, I was disappointed in this story because I thought Zod was finally telling PB about his feelings.
No, PB won't leave my house. You guys see this shit?
Dude, he left
Alright,
the
let's
chicken
start the video.
unguarded.
Let's
Engage.
start this video.
That's a bear.
He's just a little guy.
Hey! Get
Holy shit. This up here is like, I am not
He
done
just
yet.
he doesn't give a shit.
The stuff in the cabinet was not so good. The stuff in
Hey.
the cupboard was not so good. But
Where's
the
the
chicken was just right. Is he calling the bear Ditchcock? Like the coach?
KFC should totally
'Cause he's a
like,
bear?
get this story and use it in their ad campaigns now.
Oh,
Finger licking good and has the bear stealing it, you know?
So good.
Wait,
it will
Wait, where's
And-
Jellystone supposed to be?
Jellystone's supposed to be somewhere in California, as far as I know.
Holy shit, it's Yogi, man. That's Yogi, man. Right
well,
there.
I say it's supposed to be in California because they make it seem like it's based off of what's the big fucking
Yosemite.
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 It's
I
supposed
can't
to be,
say Yosemite right now.
It's supposed to be like Yosemite with a little bit of Yellowstone in it, so they call it Jellystone.
So, super chat from Mega Jetty says, "Hey guys, how embarrassing!"
Oh, we don't have the drum riff.
Did he hand him a napkin afterwards? Because that's going to be greasy. Like, he's going to leave grease paws around the house on the way out. What a dickhead.
JD Davis said,
Yeah, I think
"Never,
that's why
ever
he
be
just-
mean to a baby bear because Mama is always nearby. Those biatches don't play."
Yeah, and I believe that's like either a grizzly or a Kodiak, so you don't fuck with him. And that's probably just why he just yelled at it and didn't touch him at all.
But no, this makes sense now. He had 3 bears, right? So
Yes.
it was a bear family. That's smart. So the big bears were like, "Hey, if we go in there, we're gonna scare the shit out of this guy. So, son, you go in there. Your mission is to bring out the chicken." But then the son failed because
Well,
he
The
just ate
son's
that
like, this shit's good. I'm keeping it to myself.
He was
he's
like,
like, shit, I never
Finders
had this
keeper.
before. He's like, I've killed these in the wild, but this extra skin that they got, like, I'm so
These
glad
11
that they
herbs
got
and
extra crispy.
spices.
Oh,
Mm.
man.
Seriously, KFC, sponsor this dude and get his story and use it in your ads because I would love it. It'd be awesome.
Okay, how do you spin the ad though? Because you want people to buy the chicken. If you're like, it's
you know what
so
you say
good,
it's so
it
good,
brings-
the bears love it.
That's people don't. They'll be like, wait a second, I gotta get this chicken home and I gotta get it in the house, and I live in the woods.
Planet
not gonna
Christine,
make
thank
it.
you. Yes, I am feeling better. KH said, haha, at your
Bullshit.
mission.
If you choose to accept it.
Yeah, so This is.
I mean, it
I
was
wanna-
Mission Impossible. If the mission was to bring the chicken out, it was Mission Impossible because it was never making it off that counter.
No, it was not. I mean, what do you say? What do you say to something like that? And the funniest part
You know what I
was
say?
Husky
Oh,
called
you
it.
know what I say? Because the two of you are not. Well, I mean, I guess you can say it because it's America, but it's just not going to have the same meaning. I would say if I walked into that situation, the Bears still suck. Packer fans
Gets
get it.
mauled.
Worth it.
Worth it. I love that's your response.
Oh my god.
They've only won one Super Bowl. They still suck.
Yeah, Mr. Side Phantom Zone, you've been on. Well, no, I'm doing all. I'm doing all right now. Actually, I feel better, but now Husky's dying, so I guess it's just making its rounds.
No, it's not. It's not coming to me. It's Skippy.
That's because you're taking all the safety precautions.
That's because I'm always right next to Zod. That's how I got sick.
That's true.
I'm sorry. Sorry. See, I wasn't listening to Biden, and now look where we're at. My
Now I got
panel is
Zod's
all-
tuberculosis. I'm gonna fucking die.
hey, I'm using Rosetta's. Oh wait, that's different. Never mind. You know what? We're talking. Look, these articles are not going to be in a particular order tonight. So, being that we started talking about being sick, let's talk about some funny irony. And there's a superhero not immune to the COVID. Jason Momoa.
Wait a second. I've been
Aquaman got COVID.
like the virus is transmissible under the sea.
I guess so. I mean, you know, he's 1,000 leagues. I thought out of all of the people, he would be
The
safe.
Senate's here,
I need
Zod.
you-
Highlight his
What's up,
message. It's a
Senate?
good one.
I need you to put Janie's comment on the screen too.
Hey, Senate. So Senate says, "Sup, dum dum? Hey, PB. Hey, Husky." Senate, you know what?
Put
Senate, this is why when we got trolls, I said, "You get out of here," because I don't want you to troll me unless you're gonna be committed. How long has the Senate been committed to trolling me now? Like 4
Day
years?
one.
Day one, yeah. Since I started my channel.
Day one. He disappeared off
That's
the face of the earth for a bit. Came back like it was not like nothing happened.
The salt of the earth work ethic by the
I
Senate.
need
Like
you to
he's
put
like,
up Janie's comment. That's right above that one.
okay, hold on, let me see. And Jenny says, PB doesn't believe he can catch things.
That is because I'm lazy and slow. It makes it difficult to catch things. I don't run. The only reason to run is if you're being chased by a big cat. And if that's
Or
the
a bear.
case, you probably won't be running too much after the chase is over.
That's why you always bring a buddy with you.
I'm that
know why?
buddy.
Oh, you're the buddy that gets tripped?
Fuck yeah, I am.
So let me give you guys some context to this. We haven't been covering a lot of the Amber Heard, but I'm going to segue because I know we haven't
No,
talked
but
about
this is
it in a
about
while.
Aquaman.
Yes, and
It's not about Aqua Bitch.
the Aquabitch is still in here. So the first thing that happened, so I got to give you context.
Why are we calling
of
her
what's going
Aqua
on.
Bitch? I thought it was Aqua Cunt.
Okay, that's fair enough.
From all the ladies in the chat, we got 100% permission to call her a cunt.
Okay,
That's
so
true.
very true. So Aqua Cunt, she the
Just
first
sounds
thing.
so good.
The first thing, she fucked up Jason Momoa's eye. Okay.
Do we know how it happened?
Yeah, with the sticks, they were training with the weapons. I don't know. I don't know how the fuck they got.
So
sticks
they
in
were
them.
they were training for a scene, and she, let's air quote this, accidentally poked him in the eye.
Accidentally hit him with
Okay.
the part that was
He
uncovered.
accidentally tripped and poked his eye with the trident.
she accidentally, just like she accidentally hit Johnny. Anyways,
Just like she
Sorry,
accidentally
off
cut
track.
Johnny's finger off.
Yeah. She just like she accidentally cut Johnny's finger off and accidentally slapped the shit out of him, punched him, and accidentally abused her assistants. Anyway, so now, yes, hold on. Jane Creek says, "Have you guys read the novel Dune?" I have.
What's a novel?
PB is an uncultured swine, but I have read the Dune novel. It is amazing, and I could tell you, the movie does a pretty good job with the first half of the book. I understand they had to cut stuff out, but I think they
I
did
thought
it
that
in
they
a good
did a
way.
good job with the first half of the book because there's going to be a part 2.
Yeah, thank God. So
I didn't watch it yet.
the Senate says, hold on, just like she accidentally shit in his bed.
Yeah, I mean, when you eat the brownies and you thought that they were the pot brownies, but they were the poo brownies, shit happens.
Oh no, the
Sherry
best thing
said
to
she
do with
accidentally
brownies,
poked him in the eye with her spike tit.
PB, the
Can I
best
be
thing to
perfectly
do
honest? Is
is
it
with those
wrong that I'm
brownies.
actually thinking about that? Like, spike tit, would I do that?
What do you mean her spiked tits? I don't get it.
I mean, JD says that's on Phantom Zone. You want to rent Senate? Never mind. That's a terrible idea.
Keep in mind, Janie, the Senate had a wrench before a majority of you had a wrench in the chat. This is
I
just
don't
an
know why
alternate
he doesn't
account.
have a wrench. I think
It's a different account.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure the other one was banned off YouTube, like his other 72 accounts are banned on Twitter.
Yes. Jane Creek, if you want to see Dune, it's very true to the source material. Definitely check it out. I liked it. And even if you're not a fan of the source material or you don't know it, it does a decent job explaining what's going on. So, I'm going to do a review, but I wanted to wait so I could do a spoiler and really dive into what they do well.
So, anyways, what PB was mentioning about the brownies, what I do is I put the weed and the laxative in the same batch of brownies. Then I just sit back and watch the show.
Jesus. So let's talk about Jason Momoa.
What's up, Landon?
Even the king of the sea cannot avoid the zombie apocalypse. Jason Momoa tested. I said tasted. Whoa, he's tasting COVID.
Oh yeah, he tasted.
Tasted positive.
Tastes like cream pie.
Welcome to the Phantom Zone. Jason Momoa tests positive for COVID after Dune premiere, impacting Aquaman 2 filming. Like, I'm thinking at this point they should just give it up. This film has had so many fucking roadblocks. It's almost about...
You know what? This is like this movie. This movie shouldn't be made with her as a sign from God saying that Johnny Depp is right.
You know what?
Wait, there are roads under the sea.
Husky, that almost sounds pretty accurate. I mean, it's almost been like having an evil cunt has brought some kind of bad luck, because since they've started, there has been nothing but bad shit that's happened in this production.
Hinduism and Buddhism, they'd say it's bad karma.
I was going to say that it was bad juju, but I don't want to be anti-Semitic.
Jason Momoa is the latest celebrity to find himself in isolation after testing positive for the zombie apocalypse, with Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom filming dinged in the process.
That's a weird sentence.
He may be pretty indestructible as DC's Aquaman, but Jason Momoa has proven he is only human after all. Wow.
Okay, did he? I need to know, did he do the anal swabs?
No. Okay, what were you saying,
then he
BB?
doesn't have COVID. Then he doesn't have it, man. It's only accurate if you get the anal swab test. Okay,
I
I've
have a
said this
question.
many times.
Aquaman's indestructible?
Yeah, he's semi-god.
What the? Wait a sec. Wait a sec. Okay, so like Superman is completely indestructible unless you like have a kryptonite spear.
Aquaman is not completely indestructible. Wonder Woman can kill him.
I was just,
No,
could Superman kill him?
I said he's mostly industry. He's basically he's the son of the king of Atlantis. Like they're godlike.
They're godlike, but they still can get chopped up by Wonder Woman. I'm talking about Flashpoint, by the way, where she kills him.
He's only half
she
god.
cuts him
I
in
thought
half.
that his
Like I
father
said,
was a
he's
regular
just
human.
He's
living
just
on Kamina.
about invincible. And keep in mind, Wonder Woman's weapons are like weapons from the gods. So, yeah,
That sword is absolute shit, and it broke.
Shazam has power from the gods, but Superman still uses laser eyes to burn through his eyes into his skull and kill him.
What?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, that's Injustice.
In Injustice, he burns through his skull.
He fucking kill.
Wait, is this a movie?
It's the game, Injustice games, comic, and then they also have a movie now, an animated movie. So,
which was shit. Don't watch it; it'll break your soul.
So it's not good. Like, what was that Dark Side one that came out last year?
Oh, no, nothing like that. But
the Apocalypse one,
the Longest Halloween, that was really good.
Isn't that supposed to be about Calendar Man?
Yeah, and a bunch of others.
Oh, dude, I gotta watch that now.
Oh, man.
Give me some Calendar Man, one of the best villains of Batman.
Jane Creek says, isn't Aquaman the son of Neptune? In the movie, he's the son of Queen Atlanta. I don't know how you... Atlanta? I don't fucking remember how it said. And Jango Fett.
Yeah. No,
okay.
They're gonna explain it in the second movie, but basically, yes, he's Neptune's son, and Neptune and Queen Atlantis, or whoever that bitch is, they had him, and he's like the best of both worlds.
She was still looking hot. She got the best fight scene in that entire movie.
Yeah, Jenny, I saw that video. The big thing I want to talk about is not Amber and her lack of coordination, but rather Jason getting COVID after he got done getting hurt. This production
is just. And what if he didn't get it though, Zod? What if he got hurt, but they had to hide the fact that she beat him?
I mean,
because that's the best scapegoat to use right now is COVID. It really is.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Now I'm creating a conspiracy theory around this. And the crazy part is, it is extremely believable.
No, Senate, I disagree. The Injustice series is fine. It was just the movie sucked, but I like the What If because Superman was a boss in that.
What if Superman gave him no fucking shit at all? Just have it. That's what Injustice is. It's Superman with zero fucks, but he's fucking Wonder Woman.
Whoa. She says they're doing a terrible job at hiding it. Well, I would say that I would say they're doing a great job at hiding it, considering we have to call it it. We don't know what it is. Now, on the other side of that coin, if this same thing would have happened when, I don't know, she cut off part of a body part, those don't grow back.
Oh, look, we got Rob Rules. What up, Rob, with his gavel of justice? Says, like the stream, save the dream. I like that.
So you should have more likes on a stream now? What's it say? It says 18, and there's 21 people watching.
Was no one else going to show up besides us?
Squirrel's supposed to be here.
I'll start sending the link to people.
Justin's not going
Certain
to be here
people.
until almost 2 o'clock.
But that's fine because we've got a lot of articles and we've been talking nonstop. And, you know,
I know,
Justin
you're on to like the third line of this one. Continue.
Okay, so he may be
Yeah.
indestructible as DC's Aquaman, but Jason Momoa has proven he is only human after all, as he revealed that he tested positive for The Walking Dead 19 and is now in lockdown. The actor put out a message on his Instagram stories confirming the rumors that began to circulating last week that he contracted the apocalypse sometime after appearing at the premiere of Dune. And a video of the message has since been shared numerous times on TikTok by fan accounts. This means Momoa's current work on Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom will have been haunted. Wow, that was Freudian. I meant to say halted.
By the way, before he continues, we are not sponsored by the Chinese child labor company Nike, which you see on the screen.
But if they do decide to sponsor me, then fuck them.
Taiwan's
kids,
a country.
shoes. I'm sorry, that was terrible. I'm going to hell. Putting the pressure on an already tight shooting schedule for the comic book sequel that will never ever make it in the fucking movies. Only a few days ago, Amber Cunt posted a picture of herself on set of the movie, showing off her bright red hair as Mira, the character she plays again in the follow-up.
You know, I don't know why they keep doing this movie. The one I wanted to do is Blackest Night, when she goes batshit crazy and gets a Red Lantern link, because that's just perfect. It's exactly who she is.
With Momoa now out of action for a while, it could put a hold on filming, as it will be a bit tricky recording scenes without your lead actor. Exactly. And this pisses me off, so I have to highlight this. Lead actor, right? What the fuck? You could be missing Amber Heard from this whole fucking movie. And you know what? I could guarantee you production wouldn't have shut down. Let me ask the panel this before I continue. When did the production shut down? Was it if Amber Heard's not on set or if Jason Momoa?
Jason Momoa, because when they had the debate if she was going to still be on set or not.
Exactly.
Not Mara.
If Amber Heard got the apocalypse, right, then they could still shoot around it because she's a fucking supporting role, which leads me to my next point of how the fuck is this cunt still on this movie when literally you could put anybody in a red wig. Hey, who wouldn't want to see the Mothers of Dragons? When
Zod could make a better Mara.
I would do a better. Hey, hold on. I'm switching to my screen. Look here. Look here. Hold on. Listen, DC. I'm not too proud. If you want me to go in a red wig, okay, it'll be a little humiliating, but I'll do it. I'll shave. I'll get a little foundation. I will take a hit.
Put on the breast chest, please.
Look, it'll be tough, okay? But I will do that because I believe in DC. I'm just saying.
So progressive.
I am fucking a Renaissance man, okay? Put me in a red wig and pay me what this fucking cunt is making. I will fucking do it. You need me to kick Jason Momoa? Look, dude, we're professionals. We're professionals, okay? You know? Whatever. I'm doing it for the fans, okay? PB's gone silent. He's like, holy fuck, what did we do?
You're about as professional as, I don't know, Alec Baldwin?
No, that would be more to, I mean, Oh yeah, that's fair. Zod, I will never watch that film out of self-respect for myself.
Aquaman? Is that what he's talking about?
Yeah.
Aquaman is LB's
Maybe he's
favorite
talking
movie.
about if I was to take Mira's place.
Oh, gotcha.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him. Wait, what? Rob rules? Wait, people are saying sorry for your loss.
They're
What?
saying
What
so
happened?
his father-in-law died.
Oh, hey Rob, sorry that happened, man. And you have my DM. You want to hit me up? Let me know. That's terrible. Um, I know I just got off of a stream with Books by Jay, and she recently had someone that she lost because of the apocalypse. Because you can't say it on YouTube anymore, or your video gets fucking struck, or a copyright claim or whatever.
The communist virus.
It really feels that way with the way they
No,
treat it. But,
it is. It is. It's where it came from. It's most appropriate to call it the communist virus.
but yeah, on a serious note, Rob, you have everybody here's in the Phantom Zone. We're all pulling for you, and you get better, buddy. In it, if you ever need to talk, my number. Give me a call. It says commie cough.
Oh, oh.
I told Zod I'd probably mute my mic
Carry your
when I'm
walls.
coughing, but I'm like, nah, it's adding to it at this point.
No, but yeah, so he got this, right? It hit right after the premiere of Dune. There's a lot of people I met in England, he says. I got a lot of aloha from people, and who knows? He goes on to say he is doing fine and is just camped out at his house. About Jason Momoa testing positive, a source speaking to the Sun newspaper, we all fucking love them, in the UK said Jason is fine, luckily, and is now isolating after getting a positive test, but it's a real headache for the film bosses who are now worrying about having a delay in their tight filming schedule. Now, this is what I wanted to highlight right here when I read this. Okay, so PB.
Let's see if we can highlight it. I'm trying to highlight it.
They said they are now the film bosses who are now worrying about having their to delay their tight filming schedule. So these fucking pieces of shit, right? And we make jokes and stuff. Sometimes people do really blow this shit out of proportion, but we've
Tell me
all,
about the
at
shit
least,
business.
I've known some people who've gotten sick. I know some friends who have had people die. Okay, on a serious note, like he's got it, and these motherfuckers are worrying about their tight filming schedule. Like this is how much Hollywood gives a fuck about you.
Man,
I don't
wait,
necessarily.
someone would probably have to take leave because a family member had cancer, and they'd be freaking out right now too. No, your family member gets to die of
So,
cancer, so we can
like,
finish
the
this
tight
movie.
filming schedule probably has to do with the fact that if you don't meet certain deadlines, like the release date or particular editing deadlines, so that the studio can see where you're at, you will get sued, and that will affect your family. And then who knows what'll happen? They could end up on the street compared to this guy who's just sitting in his mansion at home alone, not affecting anybody, which is about how many people he would probably affect if he was still on set, because that's how the virus works.
I don't think they get sued. I think people get pay cuts.
Rob, Rob, I don't know if this is sarcasm, but says how much did AH cost the WB since Momoa couldn't film? I don't think the WB is necessarily paying for anything having to do with her, but I think it's been costly. Look, she injured him the first time. That delay was on her. And now and one could say karma or bad luck. Now he gets fucking COVID. I honestly think the Chinese or the Japanese at this point would say you would need to exorcise this fucking demon. All right, you need to do the prayer beads
I mean, you're close. They
and
might
burning
not.
incense.
I don't think they're gonna take this demon to the gym and exercise it, but they might excise it.
No. They need to do exercise.
You want
Call
to
an exorcist.
exercise a demon?
Yeah,
No, it's
give that fucker a
excise.
workout.
It's excise, guy. If you want to get rid of them, it's excise. Exercise is going on the treadmill, pumping some iron, having lots of sex. That's exercise.
That's funny. You should bring that up.
No demon fucking.
Welcome everybody who's just joining us. You're in for a wild ride.
It's the fandom zone on Friday night.
Friday night fandom zone. They are hoping this is a one-off. You know, this is funny. Sorry, but this pisses me off. This fucking PR bullshit. So they say this is a one-off. No, the fuck it isn't. This bitch literally hurt Momoa's eye, and then he gets COVID. Like, no, a one-off is something that happens once. That's unfortunate, and then moves. This production is a pain in the ass. Not to mention the issues that they already had because of the virus. So they delayed it and pushed it back, and it didn't even fucking start shooting. And then as soon as they start shooting, all of this shit starts happening. Look, what you need to do is throw that bitch over a bridge. Or I'm sorry, fire her. And then
I mean, the other option's still not off the table, though.
what was the other option?
Oh, you said throw her off a bridge.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
that
option's
option.
still that's not off the table.
But it's like this is starting to feel like one of the ancient like Asian curses. Like I feel like I don't know if you guys ever seen The Grudge, but I feel like this movie is attached. It has a curse, and they need to get rid of it
You
because
remember I
this
said
has been the
bad karma?
weirdest production I've ever fucking seen.
God and Satan came to a mutual agreement. They don't want this bitch to succeed.
Let me see. Let me go back for a second before I finish. The article says Rosemary has it has to do more money. The longer the film is shut down, the budget is blown to smithereens. I agree. Janie Davis says that Mr. Sod's Phantom Zone should make Elon pay for every time she shut down the film because of her. Yeah. I mean, he's got the money to do it. He just got done with a spaceship, so now he's building up money again. Let me see. What else do we have?
Yo, if you think if we ask, if you think if we bothered, you think if we bothered Elon Musk again enough, he'd launch Amber Heard to the sun, straight into the sun. Nah, he might do it.
Jenny Godden says, would it be fair to call AH the demon that must die? Whoa, tough crowd tonight. Tough crowd. No, I'm inclined to agree. Like, this feels like karmic justice that's happening right now because this fucking production has been there's only one production.
This project will get delayed so much until she's behind bars, and then they have to recast her and reshoot the whole damn thing or fucking scrap it. I think that's what everyone is hoping right now, right here in the chat and the panel, aren't we?
There's only one other production that is more fucked up than this one, and we'll get to that one later.
I'm sorry. Fired. I would have said shots fired, but it was just one.
How? Or wait, let's do a Star Wars reference. Pew.
Oh man. Oh, but yeah, if Rob says
Ladies,
if
I
you
get
get
it. X or size. I get it.
if you get Pips, age will be employed. Yeah, I agree.
That's the Exorcist, not Exorcist. Exorcist for Exorcist. I have a guy soul dude right there flexing.
Oh my goodness! You know what? You know what? I feel like this is gonna be a merry-go-round of us just going around. So let's finish this, and then I'll get you guys' thoughts because I gotta use the room because I've been drinking. So, uh, of course, safety for everyone working on the film is the most important thing, and everyone tests regularly. You're full of shit, guy. PR guy, eat a bag of dicks. You're so full of
Who is
shit.
getting their butt swabbed
Oh,
regularly?
this pisses me off. This pisses me off because they say an asinine statement like, oh, this is going to hold up production. And then they say, but it's really important that everybody is tested regularly. Fuck you, Hollywood. You don't give a fuck. Right now, you're sitting back
Oh,
going,
there's no way they're testing their actors regularly. They're testing the people you don't see, though.
speaking of butt swabs, Husky, right now, they're clenching their butt cheeks, hoping this fucking thing makes it on time. That's
Like
what they're
Joe
clenching.
Biden?
Yeah.
Did you see
They're
him
just,
clenching of the butt cheeks?
yeah, that kind of
The
butt cheek.
presence of the Pope.
Oh my
Uh,
god. Oh god
Tonight, today
We're tied with Australia now. Remember that for leaders who have shit themselves in public. However, ours didn't do it in a McDonald's, so
I mean, that's good.
no, ours did it
So,
in front of the Pope is better.
uh, I feel like I'm gonna go to hell just talking about it. Of course, the safety of everyone working on the film is the most important thing, and everyone is tested regularly. They are hoping this is a one-off, and they can work around Jason and continue filming on the production. Everyone is wishing him a speedy recovery, and they're looking forward to having him back on set because they got to deal with that malicious evil cunt.
Yeah, Jason, we hope your black eye heals up.
Your black eye and your fucking zombie infested body. No, okay, I'm
No,
sorry.
no, no.
My
It's just the
terrible.
one part. That's. I told you
Um,
that's
Aqu-
that's the main thing that happens. He got punched in the eye.
Aquaman, the Lost Kingdom. Now, here's the spin, folks. Here's the spin. Here's where they're gonna tell you, oh, there's a bunch of other ones, right? So, Aquaman, the Lost Kingdom, is the latest in a long line of productions that have been hit with delays due to positive
So wait, is that the name of
apocalypse
the
tests.
Aquaman movie? Aquaman and the
Yes.
Lost King. Okay, I thought the Lost Kingdom was some sort of Jurassic Park movie.
No, just the Lost Kingdom. Uh,
That still sounds like
Aquaman,
a Jurassic Park movie.
Aquaman's Lost Kingdom has to do. I think they're gonna bring in Namor, but anyways, I'm not gonna
Namor
nerd
is
out.
in fucking Marvel.
Well, I'm a little drunk, so
He's
anyways,
a little
I might be
drunk.
mixing the
DC. He
two.
wants DC a Marvel movie crossover now. Make it happen.
Yes, make it happen, Kevin, and bring Tony Stark back and Captain America.
Just make it
Kick,
fucking happen, and then I'll be
kick
happy.
Captain
And I don't
Marvel
need a
in the
superhero movie ever
vagina.
again.
Fuck Kamala Khan. And definitely fuck the Eternals, every one of them, all fucking 8 or however many there
Dude,
were.
why do you want to
Oh,
fuck them?
is it Selma
Yeah,
Hayek?
Well, like,
yeah,
understand that one, but why the rest?
because diversity. Anyways, even after even after the industry got back to its feet after the worldwide shutdown last year, the last few months have seen Game of Thrones prequel that nobody asked for, House of Dragons, which we know the ending for is gonna suck dick, shut down.
House of Dragons, is that about weed and acid, man? That sounds fucking
No,
lit.
it's about how
You know what?
much
You know what? No, Zad, you know what you just proved to me with these last few things of what I think these movies should be? I should be the one writing these Hollywood movies. I just thought of several great ideas, and it was
shut
way
down.
better than whatever they're actually doing.
House of Dragons, Indiana Jones 5, as and the Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantum Mania are facing crew issues at the same times as Indiana Jones 5, as the productions worked alongside each other at
Oh
Pine
man,
Studios
Indiana
London.
Jones 5. I'm so excited for it to be
Yeah,
about a
because
movie,
after that
not
last
about
one,
Harrison Ford.
we fucking needed another one after that last
We need
disaster.
another one. We need a movie to make the fourth one even better.
And will not an exclusive reason has partly these delays that has led Marvel Studios and Disney pushing back a number next year's movie releases, including Ant-Man and Indiana Jones sequel, while Jason Momoa's positive apocalypse tests will
We've said the
no
word a
doubt
couple
cause
times
a
already.
headache
They've already removed us.
for director James Wan, with Aquaman The Lost Kingdom not arriving in cinemas until December 16th, 2022, which I will forget and probably not watch. They should have been they should have enough breathing space to keep their heads above water while they are without their star for a short while. I actually like that pun.
Here's my thing with the Indiana Jones 5. Everyone, do it right now. Find your channels, find your people, write it down. Whoever hates the fourth Indiana Jones movie, write their name down, clip the
Yeah, you
things where
guys
they're
talk. I
saying it,
just got
find their posts where they've said that, and save it. Then when Indiana Jones 5 comes out, they say, "Oh, the fourth one was a great movie." Fucking bring that shit up on the table. Bring that shit out, because it's gonna happen, because the same shit happened with the sequels and the prequels. I already liked the prequels before the fucking sequels, but the same fucking shit happens. I'm calling it right now. The same fucking shit will happen when that fifth one releases. What do you think, BB?
I mean, it didn't happen with the last two Star Wars movies. Like, I didn't hear a bunch of people going, wow, this is an atrocity. The one before it wasn't as bad as I thought.
I was talking about the
I
whole
heard
entire
was-
trilogy before it.
I thought you were just talking about the fourth movie compared to the fifth movie.
Well, yeah, because that's the gap in like years. Like there's a huge gap between the prequels and the sequels.
I mean,
Oh, this
it's
is
not
great.
that big of a gap, but yeah.
Jane Creek just summed up how we all feel. You were clearly a Game of Thrones fans like me and PB once were. Says, I have little faith that House of Dragon will be any good. Yeah,
See,
yes.
you're just pessimistic.
Dude,
If you're also
now,
on the House of Dragons, it'll probably be good.
Hold on. Like, I got my TV Time app that tracks all the shows that I watch, so I don't have to remember what episode that I'm on. And there's a section in the app that lets you put a little heart next to the show just to make it one of your favorites. And I'm sitting here scrolling through. It's like a couple hundred fucking shows. And I'm scrolling. I get to the letter G. It says Game of Thrones. And I was like, if you would have asked me that 5-6 years ago, I would have put a heart here. But you done fucked it up, Dan. I don't think it was Dave's fault. It's definitely Dan.
Yeah, remember we dissected the oh my god. Okay, we're gonna go back to the days when me
Flashback. The early days of the Phantom Zone before I didn't give a shit about Game of Thrones.
So if you guys did not start with us in the beginning, me, PB, and Stevie J, yes, before Stevie J became the sensation he is now.
It was an
Before any
Elder
of you
on
knew
there
him.
too.
Yes, we knew him. We can actually say we remember when, okay? We would us three talk Game of Thrones. Back then, folks, we had hopes. We had dreams. We still had our dignity. And D&D.
Son, you had hopes and dreams?
Okay, I had Game of Thrones.
I mean, I believe PB has hopes and dreams. I don't think you do.
I had
I hope
Game of
and dream
Thrones.
for cheese.
Okay.
See?
Game of Thrones broke everybody on this panel.
It's trash.
Not me.
Fuck off.
I laughed my ass off that it was burning.
Yeah, Husky reveled in our destruction, but I can tell you, I have never, and I don't think I will ever be impacted so negatively by a series.
Oh, by a series.
By a
Okay,
series
so
that gave
the unicorn can still impact you.
that's funny you go
Anally.
to that.
Just checking for the vid. Just checking for the vid. Oh, I would have kept talking if I would have known you were doing a spit take.
Speaking of which, okay, hold on. I gotta keep it real quiet. So everybody knows.
This is now an ASMR stream.
So everybody knows. I am getting bitchy for Christmas a ring, a very expensive ring. That motherfucker's like $1,000 and some change.
It's like 2 ring pops.
Fuck you, you son of a bitch. Yeah. So everybody, be on the lookout for that.
And if it happens, say when it happens, you'd be like, I thought it was ring pops.
And just so you guys know, PB is going to be my best man, and I'm saying it live because I've got 21 witnesses
Only
now.
said
so
it live like a dozen times.
Yeah, that way.
And he's got a restraining order on me, so you guys won't never see me.
Safety.
Janie Davis says at Mr. Zod's Phantom Zone, he's pretty focused on building a shelter for male DV victims in his city. He's not putting up many videos as he used to, but I'm okay with that deal. And I agree. Just so you guys know, Stevie J
is abandonment.
Stevie J has been a huge
Chad.
Yeah, he's been a really great guy. He's always supported this channel. And Stevie, if you're out there listening and not abducted by dingoes,
we miss you. Please come back.
You. Yeah. He like the fact that he's donating his time to do that. That's the kind of guy Stevie is. Since I've known him, he's always been the nicest guy.
He's always been the guy that wanted to do all these charity streams when he was small. Now he has the influence to do it.
To do it. Like, yeah, he's one of the
He always has nice shoes. Nicer than Michael's.
Dude, he sports a fucking tank top better than I do. Those muscle shirts. What you see those streams?
Lifting in that Australian heat.
He's flexing that Australian muscle.
Been drinking the whey.
Yeah. Thank you, KH. Thank you. I really I was thinking about I'm gonna do the cliche Christmas thing because
what does that mean?
You ever see those Christmas movies like
the only cliche I know about Christmas is rich people giving each other a Mercedes.
Well, fuck that. I'm not that rich yet. I gotta get my.
You gotta find one from like the late 70s. You gotta find a late 70s Merc. You probably afford that.
JD Davis says that Mr. Zod Savannah's on. Congratulations in advance. Just don't go custom because it's not possible to return if she wants something different. Look, Janie, I love my girl to death. So don't think I'm fucked up when I say this. But if she doesn't like the ring too fucking bad, okay, and this is the most I've dropped.
Oh, that's
on anything.
Interesting. I let mine pick her ring out. I was like, I don't want to pick something that you ain't gonna like.
No,
hey Zod, you're getting a ring. I made the decision if I ever got in a relationship, which I won't, that the fucking diamond rings are stupid.
Emeralds? You do
so
an emerald?
No, fucking the stupid rock on the valuable piece of metal that could be used in something else is dumb.
What are you gonna do? Give her a fucking Skyrim sword?
No, because that would be something stupid made of metal that could be used in something else. He's gonna get her like a tomato plant. Replant it every fucking year. Splice that motherfucker. Don't let the mother die. She's a beautiful tomato plant.
JD Davis says that Mr. Zod Zone. I knew you were going to say that. She knows who you are. Yeah.
Let me jab this piece of carbon onto this piece of carbon.
What happens is she can just go back and watch the stream and be like, this motherfucker planning shit.
Jenny Godden says, Zod, congrats ahead of time. I'm engaged and I don't have a ring and I don't want one. You're easy.
Chad Jenny Godden.
You're an easy one. She's like, hey, honey, it's about to. But no, my girl's the same way, but she likes sparkly, so I want to do something really like bling.
Oh, you should get her like a Super Bowl ring. That's got lots of sparkles.
Oh, dude! Imagine you see me on the news. I mugged like a Super Bowl champ. I need your ring.
No, you can find them out there. They're for sale because everybody in the organization gets a ring. So, like the guy who was throwing the footballs back and forth, he gets a ring too. The equipment manager gets a ring.
Says, at Mr. Zod's Phantom Zone, yo, dude, how do you know she isn't watching or hearing this? So here's the thing: we've both been drinking, so even if she's watching this, she's not going to remember it.
What
no, I said, what if she goes back?
Yeah.
Hey, honey, how are you
doing? This is even better.
Holy fuck!
I'm not talking about anything. We're talking about.
Did you tell her that YouTube's a great time machine?
I mean, Aquaman. What?
We're talking.
A great time machine.
We're talking about the articles and the events of the day.
Yeah. So you should share my screen real quick so that I can show you this video of this old man trying to hold a poop in.
The last thing I heard was blah blah blah.
Oh shit! He didn't click play yet.
The last thing she heard was blah blah blah.
Because you had told us at the town hall, I think it was in July, that this was just near-term inflation.
Look at his face.
The Wall Street Journal recently talked to like 67 financial experts who said that they saw high inflation going all the way or deep into 2022.
20 seconds. 20 fucking seconds. He's just standing there holding the poop in. I was like, oh my god, you got 100,000 people watching this because CNN, they can't even get as many people to watch their prime time as watch Steven Crowder at 10 in the morning.
That's hilarious. Thank God.
When you that was shit, you don't make it obvious that you have to shit. Like you having to lean on something. Try to make it like you're casual.
Deal 12 goats and 7 chickens and a cow. Maybe I'll do that.
Oh yeah, that's hot. That is hot.
You're gonna give her a bunch of animals to take care of.
Hey, cousin Paulie says Mr. Zod from South Philly. He gave I'm gonna assume that's peace signs and a clap. Hey,
yeah,
cousin Paulie.
Peace sign.
Hold on. If you're gonna murder, no. If you're gonna murder all those animals at once because it's that type of gift, you're gonna need to buy a couple freezers.
Yeah. That's too much work. It's too much work.
No, he's just getting a shiny piece of mineral put inside a little more mineral and shined up real nice.
No, it's just with this whole thing. Like when I thought about this, it's like when you start to think about the stuff, it's not about the thing that you're doing, but it's the symbolism behind it. And she puts up with me, so
that's for sure.
Yeah. I mean, PB, we're not married, but people mistake us like we are.
Jesus
I started laughing and then I had a cough and it just fucking. Now I am dying. Both ways.
Congratulations.
For years, I had to stay off rumors. They were like, PB and Zod, seriously. Zod, it's 2020, 2021. If you
Tim
and PB
there's some disturbing fanfic out there with you two.
Jane Creek says, are you guys into fantasy, science fiction stuff? The Witcher, The Expanse, and so on. To answer your question, I love The Witcher and I love The Expanse. The new season is, but
Can you
I've
highlight
read
Sherry's
the books.
message quick?
Oh, fuck! You're forcing me to go up, and I'm trying to find things while I'm semi intoxicated.
Yes, this is
What are you looking for? What comments?
It's the most recent one she has. It should be
From who?
Sherry.
Chance fucking good. Says, "Oh my God, are you okay, Husky?"
Well, I mean, no. I mean, look at the name I have tonight. I'm dying. That's why I didn't go
Says,
live
"Shit,
earlier
I've
tonight. I'm
had my
dying.
ring 15 years already." What?
Like,
She's had a ring for 15 years.
I
She
didn't
looks
even.
like she's about 22.
So, anyways, I didn't even say that my status of my health kind of fully even is odd. When I
She got a Taliban
okay, now I
husband?
am really coughing. I'm dying. When I went live on Wednesday, I was like, I had the feeling. Sometimes you get a feeling before you go live, especially if for me too, I get in the morning because I'm tired. I'm like, oh, I'm just kind of tired. I just feel like I don't want to go live. I'll be fine once I start going the stream. 30 minutes in, and I start feeling like shit. I barely talked.
Now,
This stream will be up in a few days, and I kept going through it, and I kept getting sore in my back. Eventually I ended it like normal and stuff, and I was just fucking pretty much dead the rest of the day. I was sore everywhere, and it was draining bad. I don't think I got the cough until later in the night on Thursday, and coughing up
Don't
shit.
buy a chair.
Thursday is just
Rose,
from the
I
recovery
will-
of Wednesday and the sleep, and then today is just everything's breaking up today. So that's why I'm coughing and just
yeah, getting that phlegm
Maybe you
shit
should
out.
sort that virus in your cybernetics out.
Sherry, if you are my age, and I'm just going by profile pic, but if you are my age, you're looking a lot better than me right now. Look at this gray hair. I'm beat up.
Zod, it's okay. My dad got his first gray hairs when I was born. That's what he tells me. He said it was kind of coincidence, but he teases me about it that I'm the reason he's gray.
And Rose Matter says, Zod can't wait till next week's Chucky. Yes, I am going to have a review. Holy shit, dude, this show is so great. Really, I hope it continues forever. Sherry says, yeah, that was July 4th photo. Thanks. Hey, I'm just telling
Whoa.
look at this.
So she had a ring for 15 years, but she's not married? Is that what you're getting at? Like, she didn't say she was married for 15 years. She said, I had a ring for 15 years.
South Florida Drifter says she's worth a whole dang farm. Yeah, she is.
With more than a damn ring.
Yeah, me and Books by Jay were talking about this earlier. If you guys didn't check it out, go see
On
Jay
purpose?
McCarthy's channel. We were doing.
She let you on?
Yeah, we just haven't connected, but for a while. But yeah, she was going through a rough month, and we were talking about getting back into writing, and then we somehow started talking about our significant others, and when you have a good person, you just you gotta hold on to that, and nothing in this life is ever guaranteed, but you got to be happy at the time and focus on the person. She said, I'm married for 15 years. Wow. Mazel tov. Holy shit. Good for you,
Zod, you're
Sherry.
Jewish?
Wait a second. You said nothing's guaranteed. I thought that the only things in life that were guaranteed were death and taxes. Just ask. Hold on. Don't step on the joke, guy. It's still coming. Just ask Alec Baldwin.
Oh. That was good. That was good. Mr. Sod's Phantom Zone. It's called Celtic Silver, and my mom's started at 40 when I was born. Okay. Wow. Whoa. Okay. Speaking of
Not as early as my dad's gray hairs.
speaking of, you know, what you were saying
Transition
about
already, drunk McZod.
Speaking of a drunk McZod, let's talk about the article. I've been following this because, as somebody who's dealt with firearms, this has been the most.
This has pissed Zod off so much. It's pissed me off too.
I made a joke about it.
Yeah.
So
We made the joke. I made the joke last week that Zod has a higher kill count than Alec Baldwin, which is I mean, great for Zod, but depressing for me because Alec Baldwin has a higher kill count than me now.
he has a higher kill count than most people in Call of Duty. Rust camera assistant on safety issues, pay regulations. So if I can get pissed off enough, not only was there safety issues, but pay irregularities. And I've got another thing from Fox.
Alec Baldwin was paid more money. Actually, he was the only one paid. Everyone
And
else got a
Hello,
quote.
Rebecca.
And it gets worse. And producer behavior on brutal set. So the producer was a dickhead. I'm just going to paraphrase.
By the way, Alec Baldwin's one of those producers.
Yeah. Yeah. So the producer's a dickhead. A dickhead. The producer is a dickhead. The camera assistant was talking about safety issues, pay irregularities, and producer behavior. What the fuck? This was like when I walked out of the Eternals. What the fuck? What the fuck is happening right now? Like, what the fuck is going on? How do you epically fucking fail on so many levels? Like, this movie should be buried along with these fucking pieces of shit in the biggest hole that they could possibly find. So let's dive into this because I got two articles. This one's a little lengthy, and so is the next one, but it's very important because
This
this
movie
pisses me
script
off.
and film, anything that's done just needs to be put in the evidence locker.
Yes, everything. Fucking everything. Look at this guy. Look at this guy drinking his coffee right here. He's depressed. He's angry too. Look at those. Those are angry eyes. Anyways, Lane Looper, who walked off the New Mexico movie set with 6 colleagues in the camera department. Fucking camera department. The camera department walked off the set before Helena Hutchins died. Says that among the crew, everybody going in and out of these cycles of depression. So people were fucking depressed making this movie.
So that's a depresso espresso he's drinking?
That's a depresso. Espresso, yes. Yeah, so Lane Looper, the A camera first assistant on Russ, resigned from the production along with 6 of her colleagues in the camera department over what he described as unsafe work environment before Alec Baldwin fatally shot director of photography Helena Hutchins during a rehearsal. So they walked off. This is key. They walked off for unsafe work environments before the shooting. So all this bullshit blame.
I think I heard this one. This is just the article confirming it now, isn't it?
Yeah. Because we had our suspicions, but this shit was going on before the shooting. So before he shot somebody, there was unsafe work conditions that were going on, and these people walked off of the set because it was so fucking unsafe. This offends me on every level. This fucking personally offends me because look, Game of Thrones, Dexter, all the shit we watch, right? None of it has a real basis with guns and things like that. But when it comes to gun safety and safety for workers, when you're working in an environment like this, I don't give a fuck if you have a $2 budget or a couple grand or $1 million. Your first priority should be respecting the handling of weapons. This is fucking atrocious. Everybody responsible should fucking face jail time. And, I don't solely blame Alec Baldwin, but he does share blame because even
with
if he
that
was
gun.
handed a gun that had a round, he should have fucking checked it. He should have checked it, and the 4 other fucking people should have checked. 4 people,
You
guys.
should have
Guys,
checked it by killing Alec Baldwin? Like what? You're supposed to, hey man, I can't tell if there's anything at the end of this barrel, but if I pull the trigger, it will tell me. And kablamo?
no. What I'm saying is there was a lot of checks.
What's
Like
up, Squirrel?
Mad Squirrel
Yo.
checking in. Hey, Mad Squirrel.
Hello. Yo.
Do your highs. I gotta use the bathroom for a sec. I'm so fucking pissed. I gotta go pee. I'm gonna.
You're so
gonna
pissed,
go
dude.
Dodge
pee.
got prostate cancer.
Holy fuck.
How many times has he had to pee now?
What is going on?
Alec Baldwin shot
I'm
somebody
dying.
and he's
Zod
going
probably
on
has
a
prostate cancer.
I love guns rant, and you're making them look bad. Is that
So
not
how many-
right? Is that not correct, Husky?
Hi, chat.
Right. I'll be right back.
Oh, God. He's dying? Oh, no. Hi,
That's what he
Senate.
said.
Hello, Rose. Becca, how are you? Janie. Brett. Jenny Godden, how are you? Planet Q's Queen. Hi, Rose. I'm catching up. Sorry. Hey, Crummel. Oh, it's so good to see you. Sorry, I'm a little late. Had a little snoozy. Yeah.
Hey, you know who else was snoozing, Squirrel? You know who else was snoozing? The fucking people behind this production. They were all fucking asleep.
Oh,
Oh, that's a
Whoa.
good segue. I like it.
wow.
10-10.
Wow.
No. You guys, have you guys seen me this pissed off since Captain Marvel? I'm going full screen.
You mean the only
Like,
Marvel movie that you have the poster for?
Fuck you, PB. Squirrel bitchy says hi.
Hello, bitchy.
So here's my thing. I am pissed because this was so fucking avoidable. Like in the realm of avoiding shit, this was so avoidable on so many levels. This fucking woman who had a husband and a fucking son, okay? This woman who enjoyed photography, which, spoiler alert, it's kind of fucking boring unless you're into that. Okay, I took pictures for a while. It's very relaxing, whatever. But she enjoyed her job, and she's fucking dead because this incompetent cocksucking motherfucker and his incompetent cocksucking lackeys, okay, couldn't check a fucking gun. All you had to do, it was a fucking 6-shooter. A fucking 6-shooter. Open it up and go, oh, there's one in the chamber. Oh, look at that. That's probably not safe. It's a live round. Like, what the fuck? Honestly, what the fuck? 4 fucking people? Are you kidding me? Okay, 1 person, maybe. 2 people, you're stretching. 4 fucking people? 4 fucking people could open a fucking gun and go, oh shit, this could be dangerous. No. And someone lost their fucking life because of these incompetent fucking douchebags. And this is Hollywood douchebaggery. And Alec, how fucking ironic is it that you spent years I had to listen to your fucking ass talking about gun control and gun safety. And what'd you do, Alec? You fucking shot someone. You know what? Fuck Alec Baldwin, because everybody's like, oh, don't blame Alec Baldwin. You know, he's innocent. You produced the movie, you fucking miserable cocksucker. And all of the karma that you have deserved for fucking years is coming back at you. Because for how much you fucking talk about gun control, you didn't take the basic fucking steps to keep your crew and people safe. Shame on you. For shame.
Yeah. Perfect summary.
To set
No,
the
it's a
record
perfect summary.
straight, he hasn't been charged with anything yet.
Oh, I hope so. I hope they nail him to the fucking cross. I really do. This
No,
is
he's not Jewish.
and this is the shit that pushes for these gun control crazy people, right? And once again, it's not the gun, it's the fucking moron operating the gun. Okay? And clearly this fucking idiot had no priorities. Sorry. He had no priorities on keeping his cast and crew safe. And the fact that you're so fucking arrogant that you put yourself as a fucking producer on this, right? So he's got a producer cred so he can see his name in more of the titles, you know, to self gratify, fucking jack himself off, right? And you are a fucking producer, which means you have more responsibility, which means if you're gonna fucking act in a movie where you've never shot a gun, and instead of taking the proper precautions and fucking studying up, you decide you're above it. You
Yeah.
hire someone who has no fucking clue.
And not
it's your
just one
sister.
person, but multiple. Obviously, they were not following the protocols they should have been, and the producer, well, they just turned a blind eye to it so they could cut corners, save costs. Who cares about safety? It's, you know, and that's the point of all of this. It's like there are certain safety protocols that were put into place from the beginning that most of the time you're supposed to be following, meaning in order for it to be a quote safe set. So they were just going through the motions like they're in grade school. That's nice. Yeah, that sounds about right for this shit show. You know.
Jane Creek says,
Okay.
"Are you guys familiar with what happened with the movie The Conqueror? If the movie was filmed downwind from a nuclear testing site. Whoa, I didn't know that. And half the people involved got cancer, including John Wayne. Yes, yes,
So
I remember that.
you
That's
said
how
they
John
were
Wayne got
just
cancer.
going through the motions like school children. How do we know that they weren't playing Red Rover and the director said, Red Rover, send that bullet right over? And he did.
Oh god.
These are terrible jokes, people. You're welcome.
And you know what? We say these jokes, but it's so fucking stupid. And I don't look. Jokes are jokes, and PB has every right to mock.
You're
this
never
'cause
going to hear a child say, send that bullet right over. These people are dumb.
PB has every right to mock this because it's so stupid on so many fucking levels that this is a mockery within itself. That this fucking clown claims producer credit, but what are we seeing, Squirrel? Now everybody's playing the blame game, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, look, I understand why the armorer is doing it, right? Because what is Hollywood going to do? They're going to throw the lowest person in the totem pole under the bus. And I don't agree with that. But also, I don't agree with her because throwing all of that onto her, no, you're the armorer. Look, it's your first gig, whatever. You could have fucking refused and got more experience, but you chose to be the head. So you take the fucking responsibility.
Right.
And so does Alec and that fucking terrible assistant director. They all should be fucking locked up. Every last one of these cocksuckers should see prison. And if I see no less than that, you're going to see me on this channel ranting up a fucking storm because this is a fucking criminal that someone fucking innocent dies And Hollywood wants to fucking preach to us about diversity and COVID and women's rights and gun control, and they can't control their fucking actors and actresses and these fucking wackos who are fucking killing people and making stupid fucking decisions that are ending people's lives. Fuck these cunts.
Well, I
Fuck them.
think that is, what is it? It speaks to the narcissistic mentality that Hollywood has. It's all about me, you know. Like
Yeah.
that's kind of like I don't know. When you think of Hollywood, it all matches up.
And yes, Planet Q's Queen. I covered that article. Nick
Mhm.
Cage, the man,
Hi,
the
Karen.
myth,
Sorry.
the legend himself, even said this cunt was fucking
That was
stupid.
last week, wasn't it?
Yeah, he said that she fired off a shot near his fucking ear. Are you?
You blew my fucking eardrum out.
I'm not gonna. I don't want to pronounce that and fuck it up because I am a
Malachi.
little tipsy. Thank you, Malachi. Right?
Malachi.
Yeah, Malachi Valcourt. Malachi Valcourt.
How much
says
have you
armor-
drank, Zod?
More than typical.
That's why
I-
he's fluffy.
Tell you, he's not high
Yeah,
on
I
cough
had
syrup like
this,
me.
and then I
Oh,
had
Lord.
a Bud, and then I had a Bud Light, and I'm still drinking my Bud.
Hey, ancient one. My God, you are fluffy. Okay, continue.
Malachi Valcourt says the armorer shot off a gun on another movie that made Nicolas Cage walk off the set very upset. And look here, armor. Look here. There's one thing this channel won't stand for. There is one thing we will take a stand for, and that's you disrespecting Nick Cage. Don't ever disrespect the Cage.
Oh, Lord
Okay.
have mercy.
Squirrel, go with it, okay? We're a Nick
There
Cage
should be
channel.
like an altar behind you. Like, where's the altar?
We're working on it. We've actually, me and Bitchy both
Can't
have.
afford the altar at the moment. He's made a
Yeah,
separate purchase.
right, honey. We're building an altar to Nick Cage.
Shrine. An altar, something different.
She said we should do a GoFundMe for our Nick Cage altar.
Look, yeah.
I'm sorry. We'll talk about cults later today. We meant a shrine to Nicolas
At the
Cage.
Cage cult.
Zero fucks given on either.
Zod's just like that Family Guy episode where Peter opened the Church of the Fonz. Zod's going to open the Church of the Cage.
The Church of the Cage. The Church of the Cage. What do you think?
Church of
I
the
told him
Cage.
what my Pinterest page was of him.
No, what's your Pinterest page, honey?
Nicholas Cage.
She said her Pinterest page is Nicolas Cage.
Fantastic.
This is why we will be together forever, folks. She understands me.
Yes, she knows that you want to be all over Nicolas Cage.
Hi, Sherry. Hello, and Mega Jenny
Oh
one.
no!
Why did you move me? You got rid of me.
Nicolas
Put me
Cage.
back
how-
up.
Because you're dying. I didn't want to infect you, so now PB's next.
Put me back up. I just want to be up there. I'm dying. You're so mean to somebody who's dying. There we
So-
go.
Janie Davis said that you have a respiratory infection. Makes sense.
So that picture now looks hilarious out of
Yeah,
context.
his fucking lungs are full of dill.
Does this look hilarious out of context? I am dying, Nicolas Cage. I mean,
Hey,
you can
Gary.
just think, oh, he's laughing so hard that Nicolas Cage is hilarious.
It's way better than Pickle Rick.
Good God.
I believe this
Rebecca
meme came
says,
before the
Nicolas
Pickle
Cage,
Rick.
LOL.
That does not say LOL.
I always have this for when we start
LOL.
talking Nick Cage.
That's what it said.
Okay, so let's continue because this article is going to piss me off as we go, and I got two
No.
of them to get through.
Mhm.
Of this shit show because I'm going to break down tonight. I'm actually getting really investigative with this, and I'm going to break down for you tonight the financials.
He's already in New Mexico as we speak.
He's gonna
Yeah,
freak
yeah,
out,
yeah.
buddy. Oh God.
Hi, Billie Jean.
I want to seek justice for this because this is such this is so offensive to me that this happened. This should have never happened. Look, shit happens on sets all the time, but this makes me feel disgusting reading about this. This is the most abhorrent, disgusting display of negligence that I've ever seen. And I'm using big words because I'm so pissed right now.
I told him
Okay.
that big word negligence a couple weeks ago when we first started talking about this.
What's
I'm
up,
so proud of him.
Louise?
Gave him like flashcards before the show.
Yeah. Husky was instrumental in getting me prepped for tonight's show. He's like, okay,
Hello.
it's not negligence, it's negligence.
Hello, DJH Record Hound.
Hey, DJH. Shout out to DJH. He
And
was
Carrie.
on a stream with me and Jay McCarthy. We did our stream, our return to talking about literature. So thank you,
Seen the
DJH.
fucking tweet he sent with that. He's like, we're going to talk about writing, and it said
And then we talked about a bunch of
it
things
was
that had nothing to do
definitely
with writing.
no. I'm talking about the fact that you couldn't write a goddamn tweet.
Hey! I got
Time you start
Rosetta
drinking today.
Like,
11:30.
PB, we live in Wisconsin.
I know you started late.
You should know as much as anyone. What are the two things we eat? Brats and beer.
Yeah, you can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning.
Fuck yeah. So
PB is right. You're late, man. This is the Midwest. You're supposed to be drinking when you wake up.
yeah, I was slouching a little bit. I
Like,
did
if
have to
that's
pick up
the
my
plan.
daughter.
Every couple of years, Minnesota and Wisconsin switch off who's first in the most intoxicated state.
We figure you guys need to win occasionally.
I'm not making that shit up though.
No, you guys need a win every now and again.
You were saying you were slouching? You could have used a straw. Quitter.
Looper 33 spoke to Hollywood about working conditions on the New Mexico set, pay irregularities, the role that Baldwin and other producers. So let's just highlight this for anyone fucking confused and arguing with me on Twitter. Eat a dick. The role that Baldwin and other producers played and why it's irresponsible to imply that someone deliberately planted the live ammunition that killed Hutchins. It is. It wasn't deliberate. It was fucking stupidity, which I mean,
you make me look like a fucking asshole because I can't stop laughing at your inability to highlight the words as you read them, and they're all fucking serious. And I look like an asshole. Like, what the fuck's this guy laughing at over here? I was like, this motherfucker was highlighting the words, and he's like, nope, not those. Nope, not those. Nope, not the. Fuck it, they're highlighted.
Look, I came close. The Santa Fe Sheriff's Office is still investigating the October 21st shooting. In a statement, Rust producers said Mr. Lupin's allegations around the budget and safety are patiently?
I'm sorry.
Is that
patently?
Patently? What the fuck? Okay, hold up. What is that?
Well, Zod said a word that sounded like it fit in the sentence.
Yeah, because
this one doesn't.
For once, I'm not wrong here, people. Patently, what is
this is one of the few times everybody screenshot this.
Plainly, like simply false.
So then why not say simply or plainly false?
Well, patently is actually
what they knew that you were going to read it. I mean,
good night, Becca.
Good night, Becca.
Good night, Becca.
They saw the someone in the Hollywood Reporter saw this article in your stream tonight, and they're like, you know, fuck him. I'm gonna switch the word on him. Fuck him up.
Yeah, the Hollywood Reporter doesn't like me because I've called them out. They're like,
No.
"Fuck
They
that
just want to
random
fuck
guy."
with you because it's hilarious.
Patently false, which is not surprising considering his job was to be a camera operator, and he had absolutely look. Holy fuck! Okay, so think about how fucked up this fucking cunt is who's saying this statement. The Rust producers said, okay, that this guy was false in his statements, but continues, which is not surprising considering his job was to be the camera operator and had absolutely nothing to do with it or knowledge of safety protocols or budget. Fuck, I would read this and I would call them up and tell them to go fuck themselves. So just because I operate a camera, I don't know how a fucking work environment should be. So Squirrel, holy fuck. I'm sorry. We're going to be stopping a lot through this article. Yeah, we're going 3 hours. So Squirrel, because you don't have the job of a producer, right? Clearly, even though you've worked on other sets, so pretend you're a camera operator, right? So just because you didn't produce the film and you don't see the numbers directly, you can't possibly have knowledge of unsafe work conditions. That's out of your wheelhouse, right?
In another planet, I guess, in the planet of being a narcissistic personality disorder on wheels. Yeah, I guess. Like passing regret. You know.
Like,
I don't know. This is whatever. Like they know they're going down in a burning ship. You know what I mean? So now it's just watching the rats scurry around CYing as they go along because they want to continue to work in the industry without being a liability for insurance. Which obviously they didn't have enough insurance for this.
You know what? You put it the best. Rats. Fucking slimy, disgusting, fucking filthy, cocksucking rats.
I don't remember Splinter being slimy.
Well, you know, I grew up in the city, okay? Those motherfuckers got into everything. Anyways,
I know.
rats that are scurrying from a fucking ship, and this fucking condescending cunt has the nerve to say because you don't work with the budget.
Donations.
Yeah, give us some money, damn it.
Speaking of donations, now, because you don't work in that field, you can possibly know, and you got to assume these camera people have worked on other sets, right? Because you haven't worked in this field, you couldn't possibly know how the fuck a professional set should be run. Are you fucking kidding me? This is so and so. If I was a camera guy and read this, I would call them up and I'd
you'd
be like,
shoot them.
Go fuck yourself.
Oh, come on. My joke was great. You'd shoot them.
Oh my god.
I'm telling you, Husky, look, disclaimer, I don't want to say anything that'll get me pulled, but I'm just saying.
No, don't say anything. You shoot them. You're a cameraman. You shoot them. Don't kill the joke. Just let it sit. People can take it any way they want it.
I just want to make people feel at home when they, these assholes. If they watch this stream, I just wanted to let you know, I got a picture of your cousin. It's cool.
Squirrel, I wish you had that picture up of you in the army.
Oh, not a problem. Uno momento.
Or favor.
They should do it home.
Oh, wait, that's my making money shot.
Money
mouse. No, the rats making money. Look at that. That's what they're sitting on. These cocksuckers, that's what they want. They want them bills. They don't care. And the fact that they're sitting here throwing fucking blame and shade on everybody else is so fucking disgusting. Brett Conan says, how could they not tell the weight of the bullet, let alone having them separate? Thank you,
It's
Brett.
not just a fucking weight. It's a fucking shape. It's obvious. One has the bullet. The other one doesn't.
That's right. Prepare for war. We're preparing for war because this is ridiculous. Janie Davis says, at Cybernetic Husky, do you need to do a fundraising stream? I can't afford shipping to Australia, but I could do a small super chat if you give me a little while to save up for it.
Mayhaps. I don't have like anything to do fundraising on though, because I'm not.
Rose
So-
Matter
Dude,
says,
just start a GoFundMe or an Indiegogo for new cybernetic parts.
Rose Matter says, at Zod, working in a haunted house, even though it's not a film set, we had enough liability insurance to cover staff and customers. No chains on the chainsaws. Well, I hope
But
not.
did you do a hayride there? Because I'm told that they can be dangerous.
So this asshole continues to say, and he has absolutely nothing to do with it or knowledge of safety protocols of the budget. As we continue to cooperate with all investigations, we are limited in what we can say. However, safety is always number one priority on our films. If that's the case, you cunt, then someone wouldn't have fucking died, you cocksucker. It was a short shooting schedule, so it was a huge page count on the day. It was always rush, 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 hurry, hurry, hurry. There was always an attitude of, we don't have enough time to do rehearsals. Wow. So we're
Rush,
talking about
hurry,
safety.
hurry, but you took the extra time to put bullets in the gun?
Dude, this gets worse. We don't have enough time to do rehearsal. Are you fucking kidding? So the like this is gonna break me. We don't have enough time to do rehearsals. We don't have enough time for safety meetings. We don't have enough time to do a lineup. But let's just highlight that wait. We don't have enough time to do safety meetings. Yeah, there's just no time to stop for 5 seconds and say, "Hey guys, check to make sure the guns aren't loaded with things that can kill people, like live rounds." Fuck that shit. We'll figure it out as we go. Holy fucking shit!
There's a lot of trust in Alec Baldwin. Just saying.
I wouldn't trust him to walk my dog.
You have a dog?
Like it. Okay, let me rephrase
Past
that.
tense.
It sounds less manly. I wouldn't trust him to walk my rabbit. Fuck you, PB. Okay, rabbits are very caring
No, that
creatures.
you have a
Anyways,
rabbit. Think I got something against rabbits now?
no, I love rabbits. I'm saying I wouldn't trust
Bobtail
Alec Baldwin
pussy.
to walk my rabbit.
Oh,
I'm glad everybody caught
is that liquor?
Yeah.
Are you drinking
no,
more?
What's in there?
Bullshit.
no, yes.
That's not coffee.
I am not drinking more to deal with the stupidity of this article. We don't
Oh,
have
man.
enough. They're gonna have to put me in a lineup. We don't have enough time to do a lineup. Oftentimes, the only time we would get a rehearsal is because Helena would actually fight. So the person who died, Helena, would actually fight with the first assistant director to get a rehearsal. So the person you shot and killed was the only one who gave a oh my god. Oh my god.
This makes it horrible. The person that actually cared about this stuff is the one that suffered.
Dude, I
This-
told you that
That's
there
it.
was
Put 'em
more
all
at
in
play
jail.
here. So the one person that was slowing up production in a production that they were trying to move on as fast as possible was the one that gets shot. Like, what are the odds?
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like the person who gave a shit about safety is the one who gets this is so monumental. Like the next article is pretty fucked, and I'm gonna have to play video to illustrate how fucked it is. But
Ooh.
yeah, and I'm gonna be shouting out the person. Hopefully, they don't claim me, but they seem pretty nice.
Please don't yell.
But the one person who gave a shit about doing the right thing is the one person who dies. Just let that sit with you guys. The one person who cared enough to make sure that things were getting done correctly is the one who takes a fucking. I want to punch Alec. I've always wanted to punch Alec Baldwin, but I really want to punch Alec Baldwin.
Actually, yeah.
Fuck
Don't lock
me.
him up. Just tie his wrist up to something and just get a line going.
Yeah. Billie Jean says, Cybernetic Husky, I'm sorry you're not feeling well. I'm on antibiotics and have an infection. Hope you get rest later.
No promises.
Goddamn bacteria.
Yeah, Kate says, ooh, we are going to have pictures in the story. Nice. Yeah. That the next story is so unbelievable that I have to actually play some of this documentary, and I'm going to give you guys the channel to go and check it out because the next story is just as mind-boggling fucked as this is. But like, wow, I can't believe the person who cared the most dies. Like, fuck me, that's crazy. And oftentimes he would say, as soon as she walked away, you guys don't need a rehearsal, and would call rolling anyway. So
Here's the thing: we in this panel, we don't need a rehearsal. You know why? Because everything we do is coming out of our fucking mouths. You know what? We don't have things that could possibly hurt somebody. I can't like swing my
I
arm
was
out and
told that
accidentally
my
punch
words
Zod
hurt
in the head.
people all the time.
well, yeah, we do. We have words, and apparently people get their fifis hurt, but it doesn't kill
like
them.
sticks and stones may break my bones, but words are like razors that cut me in the throat. Is that not how it goes?
I mean, but this is just like so you
All 3 to 8 levels of fucked?
Mhm.
like there's literally 6 people right now who can collaborate that this was mishandled, and who knows how many people, because the ship is sinking, is going to start to come forward. I hope a lot more. This is fucking disgusting. We would line up for shots that didn't exist. We were guessing what talent was going to do. I had one conversation with first AD Dave Halls. It was the 7th day he was shooting, about needing a rehearsal on the Steadicam shot that we were doing. Editor's note: Hall's attorney has not responded to multiple requests to comment for THR. It was a one take shot. It was this beautiful thing that Helena was setting up. This gorgeous shot that started on the second day of a saloon, and it came down the stairs, and when we would wrap around, we'd introduce this character, and he would stand at the bar, and we were going to do it in one shot. Which, if you guys don't know what one shot is, there's a lot of different one shots, like the movie, the World War II movie, and things like that. Hey, Justin.
Hey, what's up?
What's
This is going to
up?
be a long ass stream. We're back on Rust. So we have camera people talking about how fucked this production was. And listen to this bullshit, Justin. they said that the camera crew that was filming didn't know anything because they don't have the insights to the budget and safety. That they're stupid because these people are wrong and stupid because they don't know what the budget was or the safety measures. Okay, so Justin, you know some stuff about like California and how those things work. Would you say camera people don't have the right to comment on something because they're just shooting shit and they have no clue how budget and safety procedures should be handled?
Good night to Christine.
Oh, good night, Christine.
She's going to go
And
back to sleep and have a bit of a nap.
Justin muted himself. What? You
Did
son
you
of a
just-
bitch.
Did you just ask if people are supposed to prepare themselves to be shot at?
JD Davis says, you
Uh.
can't do a one shot without rehearsal. All you'll get is a film reel of fuck ups. Yep, I agree, Janie. 110%. A one shot is not technically a one shot. There's a lot of prep that goes into making sure, because you're doing essentially
We're not
one
making
take.
shitty, crappy, like YouTube or TikTok videos.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
making a movie. I can do a one-shot stupid video and post it on YouTube because even if it's shit, it's part of the humor. There's been a few videos I've done and I'm like, this shit. I'm like, no, it's kind of funny. Let me put it in there. And if it's not funny, I'll tell someone it's supposed to be a part of the joke if they don't get it because they're stupid. But it's not supposed to be that way for, I don't know, budget movie.
So this is what wound up happening. But instead of rehearsing it, they packed the background actors into the saloon. We got one take, and boom, got in the shot. And director Joel Cuntface scrapped the whole shot and broke it up into pieces. It was always hurry, 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 hurry. There was no time to stop and think about what we were doing. What a fucking piece of shit. So it's a Western. My normal experience with Westerns is we do 2.5 to 4 pages a day. On this, our average page count was anywhere from 5.5 to 8. So almost double and triple the work. Ryan Russ and Kath and whoever the fuck, they were micromanaging the heck out of the show. Ryan, very particularly, he would have these energetic conversations, loud conversations with the first AD. The neglect gun discharge on October 16th was the big safety concern that I had brought up with the unit production manager, and it was immediately dismissed. We had special effects explosions on the third day of filming that went off over the crew. There were really poor weapon handling skills, and yeah, the housing issue was an issue. I had an hour drive every day to set and an hour drive from the set, plus getting in the morning and trying to get out of bed at night. I was running on 5 hours of sleep, 6 hours of sleep sometimes. I was tired, and it was punishingly difficult show. 8 pages where you have a hand carry a majority of the film equipment. These cameras are heavy. COVID was a huge issue because they would pick the passengers' vans completely full. Huh?
Pack. You
said yeah.
Pick, it says pack.
That's what I meant. People would have their masks down, and then the crew didn't receive paychecks. They received small advance that didn't include their entire pay.
Told you they weren't paying them.
And
they were just getting cokes.
And as a matter of fact, I actually got a text message today that they're still missing pay.
Good night, Landon.
Good night, Landon.
Oh, Sherry
Take care.
also said that she hopes that Justin feels better.
Yeah, you know what?
Right.
What?
Justin, you're dying too? It's great. I have a friend.
Oh, sorry. I thought I said BRB. What I miss?
Oh no, just Sherry said that she hopes that you feel better too.
Oh, yeah, the load's better. Thanks for asking.
What
Yeah,
plague did you have?
yeah, I felt like shit yesterday. I was like, man, I'm gonna have a bad show. So I was like, I'm just not gonna do it. You know, it's not worth it. It's not worth me like just sneezing and like heading to the toilet to vomit and like shit like that. No one needs to hear that.
Well, I'm glad you feel better today.
Well, yeah, I know. No, everything's fine. I just could it have happened like on a Saturday? That would have been
Right.
great. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you feel better today, at least.
Thanks. What did I miss here? What are we talking about?
So we're talking about camera people have come forward to say that Surprise, the Alec Baldwin movie, was a shit show, and their response, okay, Justin, and you know this world.
Okay.
Their response was that the camera people didn't know the budget or safety protocols, so they're wrong. Is that true, or are they full of shit?
Or they didn't know that they didn't know the safety protocols?
Their response is that the camera crew had no insight to the safety protocol measures or the budget, and that they basically don't have a right to speak on it, is what they're saying.
Oh.
Yeah, got some issues there. Yeah, I got some issues there. I'm not gonna go into detail because I don't, you know.
No, I'm in the middle of a stream, woman. I don't.
Okay,
know.
we're not even talking about anything that. You know, we're just talking about you, bitchy unicorn. That's what we were doing. Let's see.
She's just looking at with a toothbrush hanging out of her mouth, and now she flipped me off.
As she should.
Janie Davis says, at Mr. Zod's Phantom Zone, you know, these cheap bastards are going to use Helena's death to not pay people. How can you worry about missing pay when someone died? Have you no heart? I agree. I 100 agree.
Well, that does sound like a Hollywood thing.
So Justin, then you disagree with these people. You would say that camera people would know because it's in their job the safety measures.
Yeah, no shit. Everyone
Zod,
should be even non-union sets that like we go out of our way to be like, okay, we got to know the risks here. You know, there's not a medic on the site, but that's okay. We will take our precautions. Everyone, we take this shit seriously. You know, if we got some asshole who's like in the back who's knocking his head on everything, yeah, that little clumsy little lad, yeah, you might want to have him just burn you with the coffee that he brings, as opposed to giving him a loaded gun. Yeah, we take this shit seriously.
So
yeah, fuck you for throwing them under the bus.
So I don't mean to be rude. Is this the end of this article?
I disagree exactly. So I think he's agreeing with you. Like, yeah. What'd you say, Husky?
Is this the end of this article? I don't mean to be rude.
No, we got a lot more to go.
How much? How long is this one?
It's a bit lengthy. That's why I said
we'll
probably hit the 2 to 3 hour mark.
I think whatever it was that it took back at 9, has gotten through. Now I'm crashing, and I am getting tired now, and I think I'm gonna head off.
All right, go ahead and plug your stuff.
Yeah.
Because I know
everyone knows the links to my channel. You can go do that. I'll be back on those when I'm there. I do want to promote somebody else though, because they've supported me. Their band released their debut song, and they are metalcore. So if you like that, go check that out. That's the link right there. I sent that. If you follow my Twitter, I've been liking and retweeting their stuff too today. So check them out.
Yeah, and go check that out. Go support
Yeah.
Husky, and I hope you feel better, man.
Yeah, I do too. All right, I'll
Feel
see you
better.
guys. Yeah, I'll see you guys later, and I'll try to do a makeup stream for missing tonight and Thursday.
Hey, Husky, you're always here, so get some rest, man.
All right.
Good
See you
night.
guys later.
Good night.
Bye.
So yeah, this is ridiculous that and you just cemented this, Justin. They are trying to blame everybody else. And there's 6 camera people coming forward saying, yeah, they walked off the set the day before Helena got killed. Like,
Well, they dodged the bullet there.
I'm
I'm not the first one to say it. I'm not the first.
no,
That's
tonight you
poetry.
are. PB's probably pissed about that.
No.
I'm surprised he's even awake.
Ouch.
So so here we go. Let's get into the pay, because this is so not only did this movie get somebody killed, but there's pay issues now. And right after this, I have a
sued.
Hi, lemon pie.
yeah. Hey, our favorite pie, lemon pie. So there's not only an issue of safety. We're gonna dig into safety and fucking pay. You cocksucker. Anyways.
Oh, you can't cut your budget on the safety. No, that's very dangerous territory. No, anybody with a brain would invest, a lot of no small amount on some sort of safety protocols, or I don't know, having a medic on set when there's a stunt happening, shit like that.
No, that's common sense and cash.
What? Common sense with cash?
Oh,
Justin, you trendsetter.
he's so progressive.
you sir are just like so progressive tonight. This stream can't handle that. Like, out of the box thinking. What? Safety? What? Paying people? That's just crazy.
I know. It's a crazy concept, but you know what? You can't you can't just have what do they call it? You can't have indentured servitude for as long as you have without some sort of revolt.
Yeah, and this is a perfect example of that. The union contract stipulates that the week after the show, you have to be paid. And this one, they started by sandbagging people's start work and not getting anybody any start work, or then leaving paperwork out, or then saying, oh, you need to fill out new start work in order to get paid. Sorry, we lost this. Sorry, we lost your time cards. What the fuck?
Wow, what a bunch of
What? We lost your time.
sorry, Miss Butterfinger's secretary lost all of your papers conveniently.
They lost.
They probably threw it away.
This shit is electronic. How the fuck do you lose time cards?
I know, physical media, right?
So it's a lot of silly excuses for a lot of what happened. And then when
I didn't even know they were still using time cards.
Jesus Christ, yeah. They didn't provide payment. They said there was a glitch and that nobody got paid for that.
Wait a minute. This sounds like the IRS.
Maybe the IRS was running the set.
What? Payments? No. Sorry.
Yeah, they were after
well,
Adam. Or Alec, Adam, whatever. Alec Baldwin. I don't fucking know.
They're all
You got
terrible.
it. Alec Baldwin.
So here's the best one. They said there was a glitch, right? Nobody got paid for that.
A
And
Grinch.
I'm sorry.
Combination of
drinking.
glitch and
No, it's
Grinch.
it's okay. I screwed up too, so we're even.
We'll try and work it out. Fuck you. And then they came to the set with personal checks that didn't include taxes, union dues, FICA, Medicare. All of it was completely left out, and they were missing prior week of pay already. Myself, I was missing all of my meal penalties and stuff like that. The checks were always short, and the checks were missing.
Oh, wow.
Like, holy fucking shit. So hold on. I'm going to jump to the next article because I want to get into some of this financial stuff because, okay, they didn't just fuck people by what happened. The fuckery on this is so deep. Len Pye says, sounds like in office space payroll glitch. Janie Davis says, some other people were allowed to make mistakes after Justin does. Good to know.
Yeah, that's correct.
Brett Cohen says, if the IRS ran the whole lot, how do you think they'd all be stacking up now?
They'd all be in denial that you were owed money to begin with. Oh, we're almost there.
So, Rich, how are you doing tonight?
Oh, it's been a day talking to recruiters and getting my youngest her whole profile and stuff to going for college recruiters to start reaching out to her.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
sometimes.
Sorry, that's a day right there.
Yeah. Other than that, I'm straight. I'm good.
So we're talking about there's more to this Rust thing. So welcome on there. You came at the best points. After this, we'll be talking about a cult. So strap up. This is going to get interesting. So Rust not only killed someone and there were safety concerns, but people weren't getting fucking paid. And Rich, I want to get your opinion on this as the outsider who can give us good perspective.
Hi, Cherry.
Hey, Cherry. If you were working on a set, right, and you've been doing this for a couple of years, and then you work on a particular set, and they say because you're handling a camera, you don't have any insight on a budget or safety protocols. How would you respond to that?
Well, if I've had the experience and I've been on sets and stuff involving that, and I have the experience, I would have something to say about it. It'd be different if, my position or whatever it is doesn't involve handling certain things on set. I have a specific job that I'm an expert in, but if it's something where I'm kind of well-rounded in, of course I'm gonna have something to say. I guess it really depends on my position on that set. If it's something where I'm not dealing with certain things, where I really don't have the expertise on, then that's understandable. But if it's something that I'm, well-rounded in, of course I'm gonna feel a certain way about it, have something to say about it.
So
It's just me.
Here's the thing. There were 6 of them that walked off of the set before Helena Hutchins was shot and killed. And they all mentioned about safety protocols and things like that, and they were shoot off. And so they said, fuck this, we're leaving, right? And now they're coming out and talking about it because of what's happening. And the producers and cunts who made this film are saying, oh, they are misinformed. They don't know because they don't have any insights to the budget or the safety protocols. But if I'm not mistaken, if you're working on a set, one of the first things you should fucking know is the fucking safety. Are you fucking kidding me? Like,
Yeah, I wouldn't have the energy if I'm sorry, I'm chewing on something.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
If I voice my concerns about something on a movie set, safety or whatever the case is, and it's being ignored, I don't blame them for walking off the set. It's like, okay, you know what? I voiced my concerns. Y'all ignoring me. Y'all basically told me to fuck off. So I'm like, cool.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
a
fuck
dip.
off. I don't
Yeah.
mind.
All right. You ain't said nothing but a word. So I'm out.
Yeah.
At that point in time, I just don't have the energy to keep going back and forth with someone. I voiced my concern. They ignored it. Told me to go kick rocks. Okay, cool. Bet. I'm out.
Hmm.
So
When,
you would say that them downplaying these people coming out and talking about this, that they're totally full of shit because they they told them to kick rocks, right? But they kicked rocks because of how things were being handled on the set. So that would mean that they had an objection, right? And if they're seasoned and they've worked on other sets, they would fucking know about how these things were supposed to be handled, and they're not being handled. So these people are they have some kind of knowledge, and it's all just a bunch of people shuffling fucking blame, right?
mm-hmm.
They're shuffling blame and responsibility when you're being outed, you're being called. And Rich, on a serious note, this pisses me off because with guns and things like that, in my prior military background, it pisses me off when people handle this irresponsibly. Uh, a gun is a serious thing, and
Right.
this could have been avoided. And the fact that this woman fucking died because these fucking cocksuckers cut corners, basically. They couldn't even slow down for a good shot, right? It was hurry, hurry, hurry. That's what we read. Rush, rush, rush. And they rushed people's safety, and they were responsible for somebody fucking dying. And the biggest thing that pisses me off is nobody wants to take accountability for this.
So do you think it's the fault of not just the above the line talent, like the producer, the director, writer, whatever? You're talking about everyone on that set that day should be held accountable for what happened.
Justin,
Is it like
everybody,
that?
because everybody that day, that gun changed hands 4 or 5 fucking times, Justin. How do 5 people miss? It boggles my mind. The weight, everything is different. When you hold a gun that's empty versus a gun that's loaded, okay, even if you're not fucking experienced, there's a weight difference. So it means person to person through 5 different exchanges of hands. Nobody fucking noticed that this gun was loaded with a heavier round. And I assume because this has been going on for a while, blanks were fired. They have a different feel. Okay. So nobody in all of these chains, all of these people holding this gun, nobody fucking stopped it.
They're coming
Okay.
for you.
Yeah,
They
somebody.
are,
I hear them. Yeah.
because I'm spitting fucking facts here. Because nobody fucking did anything. This poor woman, this woman who gave a shit, we read. She argued with producers about safety, and it's always, hold on, I'm going full fucking screen for this. It's always the fucking innocent person, the mother, the fucking wife, the caring, kind person dies because some fucking idiot is irresponsible. And it's 5 fucking idiots. I can handle one, but it boggles my mind that 5 fucking people couldn't tell the difference between a loaded and unloaded gun. It's irresponsible, it's inconceivable, and all you fucking cunts on Twitter who argue with me, oh, Alec Baldwin shot someone, how does he feel? Good, Alec, good. You should feel fucking bad. I hope it haunts you for the rest of your fucking life. You took an innocent woman's life, and you felt the responsibility of checking the weapon was above you. You felt you were above doing basic protocols that could have saved someone's life. You could have
Well,
saved someone's fucking life.
Oh, I think that it's obvious that there are a lot of people
Yeah.
who are turning a blind eye to safety protocols being shaved off with no rehearsals, no discussions, no safety meetings, nothing. So Alec turned a blind eye to the safety protocols that were being, omitted, that should be there. He's worked on many, many other films prior to this, so he knows what's good and what's not here. So once again, it falls upon the responsibility of not just one person, but generally speaking. And the ones in power are the ones that should be held accountable. And that includes if you're an actor on a set, you see protocols that are being shaved off, you need to say something or walk off the set. One or the other, you need to make a stand about safety. And a lot of things could have been prevented if money wasn't the one driving the bullshit.
Yeah, you get it's kind of like you get what you pay for when it comes to services, and it's unfortunate because I know like whoever got fired on a previous movie, the person I was handling, or I guess supposedly got fired off another movie. So it's kind of one of those things where it's like if you're on a budget, you're trying to cut corners, get what you pay for, kind of thing, and it's unfortunate. It's always someone innocent dying from someone doing dumb stuff, just like what happened over the weekend. The NFL player Henry Ruggs that killed that woman with driving, with a DUI, killed an innocent 23-year-old, you know, and he decided to drink and get in his car and drive, and he killed a innocent 23-year-old girl and her dog, and now, you know, um, his NFL career is done. He's going to be doing some time, and he's only been in the league for a year and a half, but because he decided to do something stupid, and he took somebody's innocent person's life. So it's I don't understand when people make decisions,
Hmm.
and it's usually always the innocent person that's affected. And then the
Yeah.
same thing with this situation. Um, Corners were cut. Protocols. I'm pretty sure protocols were missed. Of course, protocols were missed, but in the end, someone lost their life because of that. You're trying to make a low budget film, cut corners, and hire people that you really shouldn't have hired. I know with me, if I'm making a movie, low budget or not, I'm trying to get the best of the best, people that are highly recommended, for certain things like that, or when it comes to movies or whatever it is I'm doing. I'm not going to cut corners knowing that, somebody's life could be on the line or somebody's life could be affected by it. My decision.
Hmm.
And Mega Jetty One says super chat inconceivable. You keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means. No, Mega Jetty. It is in my mind inconceivable with how this could have all happened. Is what I mean when I say it's inconceivable. Because I can't in this world conceive where you can have these people, right? All right, you have someone like Alec Baldwin who's worked professionally on movie sets, and you've had these people how this many people can miss something so crucial as a fucking gun being loaded with a live. It's inconceivable. It boggles my mind. It really just it confounds me on how fucking irresponsible every single person is. uh, with dealing with this. He says super chat, I know, I just wanted to reference lighten the mood. Thank you, Mega Jetty. No, but it really is there's no other word I could think of, because the irresponsibility is just, it boggles my mind. And the fact that uh I've seen so many low budget movies, and you have movies that are literally made for nothing, but this shit doesn't happen, and it only happens because of the fact that people are this fucking stupid. And I agree, Ancient One, we should get rid of daylight saving times. It's killing me. Uh, so let's talk about the Russ movie budget and salaries that were revealed. What Alec Baldwin, the armorer, and crew were paid, because it's fairly interesting now diving into who's responsible. Let's go to the paychecks, because the high paid people, right? If you're paying someone good money, then they should be producing good results, right? If you pay someone a good amount of money to keep people safe and all this shit, they should be doing their job. So the question is, did they do their job for what the pay reflects? And the answer is, fuck no. Absolutely fucking not. These fucking clowns should get absolutely nothing. They should lose everything. And I know there's going to be some assholes out there that goes, that's kind of harsh. Like, you're talking about people's lives. Fuck them. Fuck them. They fucking killed someone. They fucking killed an innocent lady. They should
And
all...
the truth is, they put so many people at risk at the same time.
Absolutely, Squirrel. If it wasn't this, what else could have happened? You know?
Oh man, somebody was checking out some Jordans. Oh, that was just it. I was like, oh man, all right, you get some Jordan 1s, okay.
Hey, you know, Jordan 1s, they look pretty good. I don't spend a lot of money on clothes, but I'll tell you, back in the day when I was going to school, if there was one thing I would buy, it'd be Jordans. It's worth being broke.
Oh, I already know. Like my daughters are on game. They send me photos of Jordans they want, so their shoe game is pretty good right now.
I'd be like, hey, I love you, but I can make the little like swish. You remember the days when you get the like shit?
Yeah, they missed out on the Payless days and stuff. Oh man.
when you go for Nikes, but you get Sykes instead.
Yeah, exactly.
Your mom buy you fucking those. Like,
oh man, my mom bought me a pair of Spaldings that looked like some golf shoes. Oh, I got roasted in class. They had a field day with me because at first they thought it was some retro Jordans. Like, oh man, you got the hey, those are Jordans. What the heck? Yeah, they were flaming me.
So as the investigation for Rust shooting continues, the Western lower budget salaries for producers and actors and armorer have been revealed in a new report from the Hollywood Reporter. Star producer Alec Baldwin, who shot and killed cinematographer Helena Hutchins and wounded the director, who's a dickbag and good. I'm sorry, Joel. Okay, he's an asshole. Fuck him. On the New Mexico set, was going to earn $150,000 to lead and another $100,000 as a producer through the company. So if we do the math, which is simple math, I can do, it's $250,000, right? As a producer and a lead. So as the producer and as the lead, you have a responsibility to make sure that people are happy and fucking paid. The independent drama allegedly cost $7,279,305, and just $7,913,000 was armor Hannah, or 7,000. Sorry, 7 million. Whoo! I would have been really pissed. 7,913 was armorer Hannah Gutierrez Reed's fee, plus another 7,469 for armorer crew. So just about 15,000, give or take, right? For her services. Where she's supposed to, so to put this into context, people, a good majority, like a couple grand, was to this new inexperienced. She only had one other set where she fucked up. They paid her just about 16 grand for her and her crew. Just let that fucking sink in. $17,500 was allocated for weapon rentals, and $5,000 was the cost for rounds per report. Another $5,000 was slated for squibs, special effects rounds, per the report. Suzu was earning $221,872 for directing, and the late Hutchins was set to make $48,945, and you motherfuckers better pay her family every fucking bit of that.
Good night to Crummel.
Good night, Crummel. First assistant director Dave Halls, the fucking devil, who handed the gun to Baldwin per Santa Fe's sheriff's affidavit. So that cocksucker, that fucking monkey, the piece of shit crony who's the most inept, irresponsible, and not the first time he fucked something, okay? That cocksucker got $52,830. Line producer Gabriel Peckle, who reported in charge of hiring crew and overseeing budget plus the production, was earning $96,198. Russ began shooting in early October, and production included 75 crew members, 22 principal actors, 230 backgrounds. Talent per doc filed in the New Mexico Film Office. The film was going to feature horses and livestock, as well as going to cost $126,702, $12,000, and trained horses at $1,000 for a pup and $1,250 for hogs. A source familiar with the smaller scale productions told THR, "I would say the movie will be a struggling, but that the movie will be a struggle, but I wouldn't say it would have crashed and burned. I'm not sure why they needed 6 producers taking fees. They'd be falling all over each other if they were really on set, but it's not unheard of." So 6 producers, right, all taking a cut. But what, you need maybe 3 of them? Maybe 2 or 3 on set, but this fucking film had 6, all taking a cut out of that. Those producers included Alan Ryan of Thompson's Pictures, taking $150,000 fee. Nathan and Ryan of Short Porch Pictures, taking $150,000. Baldwin and Susan's managers, Matt Del Pano, also first-time producer, was being paid $150,000. I'm not even going to attempt that name, was taking $100,000. Sources at THR says that the producers had not yet been paid when production was shut down.
Wait, did they pay a person of color less?
Apparently, Justin. Apparently.
How
interesting.
So how much was Baldwin paid?
Baldwin was paid, hold on, because that was way in the, they did Baldwin's earnings like first thing. Let me see. So Alec Baldwin, who shot and killed Hutchinson, and director Joel, so they were going to earn $150,000. So he was getting 2. He got $150,000 as lead and $100,000 as producer. So
wow, that's some bitch pay.
So Alec Baldwin was producing this as well?
Yes.
That is like chump change.
Yeah, seriously, he's ripping himself off.
That's weird.
But
maybe he's not as rich as we think.
He has a lot of ex-wives.
Or maybe he just has so much money he could take the role. I mean, you think about 30 Rock, Mission Impossible, you know, he's got some bank. So a lot of these guys will just do an independent film. But what boggles my mind is he doesn't do shit with guns. So he took a fucking Western on a shoestring budget.
Yeah, he must have been broke.
Like, that baffles my mind. Hotel rooms were also accounted for. According to the report, 200... What the fuck? the thing just jumped to the top. Okay, according to report, 25,000 was set aside for 5 producers.
What?
Set aside- I felt the same
Lame.
way.
Somebody about to jam. What's good?
Like,
Oh yeah.
What the fuck
so,
is that fucking
So-
shit for?
so according to producers, 25,000 was set aside for 5 producers and 95,000 for 21 crew members. Santa Fe Sheriff's Office has not filed charges against any cast or crew members yet, and no arrests have been made, but they should be, because this is a fucking shame. Holy fucking shit. Yeah, everybody tell me what your thoughts are. I'm once again going to use the bathroom because I'm old.
What happens when you drink?
Yes, I've been drinking, so
No, really? Well, we haven't noticed.
Is PB asleep?
Uh,
Oh, God, he's asleep. PB. He's probably dreaming. He's probably sitting in a
about?
lounge chair. hmm
Dreaming of a lounge chair?
He's probably sleeping in a lounge chair or propped up against a wall, trying to stay awake.
Oh, clearly it's not working.
Nope. Usually he can talk halfway asleep, so all of a sudden he'll say yes for no reason, but it'll mingle to the conversation.
oh
Isn't
my
that right,
God.
PB?
You know, PB was like, I don't work tomorrow. I'm gonna make it.
He made it 2.5 hours in, so
Yeah, good.
That's
You know,
something.
good for you. Billie Jean, I have a wonderful night. Don't worry, we only have one article after this, but
Oh. Good night,
um,
Billie Jean.
but holy shit, so this was made with nothing. They were bouncing checks basically. Guys, I don't know what to say about this. I'm really confounded at how this got made. It's like the Eternals. I don't understand how this got made. It baffles my mind. If you guys don't know, I saw that piece of shit movie. I called it. It was boring. Fuck you, Twitter. I was right. Eat a dick.
what are you talking about?
I
The
called it.
Eternals.
The Eternals was the most boring fucking movie ever created by man. It was boring. It wasn't bad. The concept was good. The dialogue was good. The movie is bland. It's bland and boring. And if you're not feeling well and you want to fall asleep, go see The Eternals. You'll be knocked the fuck out. Guaranteed. It's better than NyQuil. That movie
Wow.
is so fucking boring.
Better than NyQuil. Holy shit.
Yeah, dude. I have been.
That's
how long
something.
have I been out here? Fucking 4 years doing reviews. I have never struggled how I struggled, and it had Selma Hayek and Angelina Jolie in semi-revealing clothes, and I still couldn't fucking stay. I could barely stay awake. Like I drank Monster. I drank fucking coffee. I was fucking doing lines of Coke.
Oh my God.
Wow.
That's why you're like,
You just partying, huh?
he's peeing like a racehorse.
Dude, I was like, it was so. No, Black Panther. Okay,
We're not
dislike-
doing that. Mm-mm.
I
Talk
dislike
about a
Black
different
Panther.
movie.
I dislike Black Panther, but, and this is for you, Big Rich, but Black Panther is a fucking masterpiece compared to this fucking piece of shit. Okay, Black Panther I had issues with, but at least I could fucking stay awake. Like Michael B. Jordan was on screen, and I was like, go, okay, it's go time. This fucking, oh my God, this fucking movie, oh my God. I got PTSD.
I heard
from this fucking movie.
some mixed reviews on it. I haven't checked it out yet, but I did hear some mixed reviews.
Big
on
Rich, don't. If you love yourself, do not watch. It's depressing. It's I beg you. I beg everyone who ever watched my review. All I can say is, please, if you love yourself as an individual, Do not watch this movie. It's depressing. It's the explanation for why they didn't interfere in Infinity War is fucking stupid. Don't see this. Go see Shang-Chi. Go see
I already
Shang-Chi.
seen that one. That one.
Go see it
yeah.
again.
Wow.
And pretend it's what the Eternals should have been. Dude, I don't know how the fuck this movie got made, but anyways, yeah, it was a terrible movie. It was fucking horrendous. Janie Davis says, epic, Rich. I didn't hate it. I just had to take 2 runs at it. That's she just said Janie, you just summed up. You had to take two times to get to. I'm looking. I'm still looking forward to the Eternals. Yeah, it's bad. It like my problem is when you put 2 of them together with each other, it was kind of interesting. But when the whole crew got together, it was a vacuum of nothingness. It was the most cast with no chemistry I've ever seen in a movie put to film. It was so fucking terrible, the chemistry. So terrible. It was the worst chemistry I've seen put to film in many years. And I've compared it to Guardians of the Galaxy, because Guardians of the Galaxy, when you first look at that, there's a fucking tree. You shouldn't be intrigued, okay? But everybody
I
fucking
hated.
loves
No,
Groot.
I was out after the tree. No,
Fuck you. Groot is a fucking treasure.
no,
Okay.
fuck the tree. Trees can't talk.
He didn't. He said, "I am Groot."
No, trees
Only
can't
Rocket
talk.
could understand what he was saying.
No. All I understood was the tree can talk, and I'm like, bullshit. No, they don't talk. So I was done.
Justin, I don't know. I can't do it. Okay. So our
Fuck
last
talking trees and fuck talking raccoons. Bullshit.
Oh.
I don't care how sarcastic they are.
Wow.
Not winning me over.
So here's the highlight. I want to talk about something that no one's talking about, and they should. Thank you, Janie Davis. I love Rocket too. They should talk about this. There is a cult case going on, and this is the biggest case since I'd say Jim Jones. And I take a personal interest in this because if you don't know, I'm a huge fan of the Superman franchise. Hint, hint, Mr. Zod. Anyways, I particularly love Smallville. And during that time, there was a actress that I fell in love with, Allison Mack, and she played Chloe, a friend of Clark Kent on his adventures through discovering his powers. And apparently, she led a cultish style sex trafficking operation.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I wanted to talk about this because we talk about DV and what Amber Heard and abuse and things like that. And this is a case where I don't blame the actress, because I'm going to play some things. This is from another YouTuber I want to give a shout out to, so they don't fucking claim my video. But this is from Not the Good Girl.
Hi, Laura B.
She did a whole a documentary on this, and I'm going to link this later, her YouTube channel. I would strongly advise checking this out because it's the most fascinating and scary thing that I've seen. This is worse than Scientology. Okay, this puts Scientology to shame.
So what is the name
How
of this?
dare you speak on Scientology, man? Don't be I'm just playing.
It is the Nxivm cult.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. These guys and this fucking piece of shit at the top of it. had probably one of the most ingenious / yeah, Janie Davis, that's exactly what it was. That's what we're going to be talking about. He had an ingenious / megamaniacal kind of thing going, and she got caught up in this thing. And yes, Janie, I know Chloe is fucked up, but to be fair to her, when you hear about what this man did to her, it really is textbook manipulation. This person and his fucking assistant, what was her name, Hannah or something, they manipulated her, and they manipulated these innocent women and innocent actresses into thousands of dollars, millions. I'm sorry, fucking millions of dollars were drained in the height of Smallville. Allison was worth $7 million. I mean, compared to most actors and actresses, that doesn't seem like a lot, but she's a millionaire. Okay, she went from $7 million to virtually nothing.
Oh wow.
And the fact nobody talks about this really is crazy to me, because it's crazy. I met her. If you guys don't know, I'm a huge fan of Smallville. She was one of the cast members I got to meet. She was the sweetest and nicest person I've ever talked to. And I mean that, like, the way she treated fans and the way she talked to people, you could tell she was a nice, gentle kind of person. And she was manipulated and twisted and used for her money and clout, and fucking destroyed by this piece of shit. And this is everything that we talk about when we talk about people who are in abusive relationships and get manipulated. And this is the reason why I hate all of these, like, Scientology and all this fucking bullshit, because these people prey on people who are insecure and have doubts, and we think that they're happy, but they're really dealing with personal shit. And these fucking pieces of shit come into their lives and they destroy them. And this is a classic textbook case of the worst manipulation I've seen in fucking years. And Janie Davis says, I'm not okay with her being abused, but she decided to participate in making more victims. Yeah, but I want to highlight some stuff that this person highlights, because there was manipulation in her becoming drone-like in recruiting these people. And I mean, what's your take on that, man, Squirrel? Do you believe that someone could be manipulated into, like, a Charlie Manson kind of thing?
Oh,
is
yeah.
what I think of, like, manipulated into recruiting more people into this sham.
Yeah, I think it's very plausible, because that's part of how a cult works. It's just about building up that tree of connections and networking and using specific individuals for their cloud, kind of like what Scientology was doing with its members and still does. They try to latch on to certain celebrities because they know, oh, we'll be able to get into that party or be able to access these individuals. So, I mean, that's how cults work. Whether the person realizes it or not, if they're convinced that this is something for the betterment of someone else, I don't necessarily believe that people go into cults to be vindictive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I don't think that way. Oh, looks like Big Rich has a server issue. He had to hop off real quick, so he said he hopes it doesn't take too long. Sorry, he just said
don't
again.
worry, we'll still probably be going. Mega Jetty one says Zod at Mad Squirrel. What still baffles me about the Allison Mack situation is that Kirsten Kirk introduced her. Yeah, who played Lana, introduced her to this, but one of them really brought into it, and I think Kirsten didn't. You know what I mean? It was just kind of like a phase, but Allison unfortunately fell into that trap.
Mhm.
And was manipulated. And don't get me wrong, I'm going to play some of what she said when she lied about what
Right.
this group was about and stuff like that. We'll hear some of that. but I think she fell into wholeheartedly believing the lie because it was in some way helping her in her personal life. And that's a dangerous, it's what cults count on, right? It's a dangerous manipulation tool that they use.
Mhm.
They prey on people who are weak-minded and weak-spirited, and just have a lot of issues. And we don't know what fucking celebrities come from, their backgrounds and things like that. They only tell us what we know. So according to a lot of accounts, she was a very personable person, but she came from being very shy and reclused. And it's really crazy to me how it all sounds. She says, Janie Davis says, sounds to me like she was a damn good recruiter because she got you thinking she's innocent, even knowing what she's done. I mean, yeah,
It goes back to the cult. The cult that is indoctrination. It's very similar to propaganda, right? So you start feeding it over and over, and religions all have an aspect to this, right? It may not be as prevalent, but it's in every religion, and it's a form of conditioning, behavioralism, right? But cults take it up a notch, so they use all those manipulation tactics. And Rose pointed out one of the things that's used is called Stockholm syndrome. She said an actress from Dynasty, her daughter was caught up in this as well. Yeah,
Yep.
and the
And I'm going to
cults
touch on
really
that too.
run wild, man, in Hollywood. They really do.
Yeah. So let's dig into this because I think this is a very interesting subject, and it's kind of the other thing that I feel like none of us really talk about is that there the other angles of abuse is not just the physical, right, psychological, and SV, DV, all of those, but there's also mental abuse is very potent, and it's a really key tool that these abusers take. And cults are the worst, and they are the main people who use those mental tactics, right? The making you feel like you belong, and if you don't do everything that they do, they're going to rip that comfort right from you. And
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Oh no, Malachi had a comment, said cult members can be pretty crafty. They make you feel what they're about is the ultimate. I was almost recruited by one. I had a great friend that had my back, thankfully. Well, I'm glad for that, Malachi. Thank God for good friends. Because it's like a fog of war that gets you kind of conditioned, and like not sure what, you start thinking that you're doing something for the greater good. I don't think people go into cults vindictively. I think they want to do something grander that's bigger than themselves, or have an impact in a positive manner. And if somebody starts telling you that you're a pretty princess and you're going to go to prom if you do all these certain things, you're going to think, yeah, I want to do that. That's going to be awesome. I do believe in accountability, though. Regardless, it's just like with with the Manson murders. There's still a hefty penalty despite indoctrination and conditioning. That you're still accountable for what you do. But it's a sad, vicious cycle
Oh
of
yeah, and I'm gonna
cults.
play some of the things she said because I agree. She, in a sense, was definitely like a pimp when I heard some of this, and I'm gonna play it for you because it's wild. You're not gonna believe the shit. But when they do these accounts, like oh yeah, she should be held accountable. But I do believe too that this is a case where it's not like an Alec Baldwin or something. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
There is a reason for how she got to this point, and as important as it hurt was, and she's gonna suffer the consequences.
Mhm.
But it's also, I think that the person who orchestrated this should take a lot more of the blame because they fucked up this
Oof.
person. And I met her. She was a
Hi,
hell of a
Kathy.
nice person. Hey, Kathy, how are you doing? I met her. She was a really nice person,
Oh.
and uh, it fucking. I gotta say, Squirrel, this one had like hit me in the feels because it's different when you meet someone and you get a sense of them. Like I met Bruce Campbell too, and he's an asshole like me, so we clicked, and you get that sense when you're live, when you're engaging with someone, you can get a sense of who they are.
Yeah.
And I got this sense of her being this nice, caring person. And this documentary, please, everybody, go and watch it. It's called The Rise and Fall of Allison Mack. It is by Not the Good Girl. She's got 49.6K subscribers. It's a very well put together documentary, and she chronicles all of this. And I'm going to play some clips from it.
Oh, Mega Jetty wanted to know, when did you meet her?
I met her during, I want to say, like season 4 of Smallville in a convention. I was supposed to meet Tom Welling and Michael Rosenbaum, but something happened. You know how it goes. They say the dates aren't set and blah, blah, blah. There was a big snowstorm and they couldn't make it up, but she was already there like a day prior. And her and the person who plays Lana, they were there, and a couple of other people, and it was amazing. But I'm not gonna lie, I would have loved to meet Tom Welling. I hear he's a great guy in real life, and Michael Rosenbaum, it's been my dream to meet him for many years. Like
Dream, aka obsession.
It's on that Nick Cage kind of like just below it.
Little bromance. God bless.
Yeah. So I mean, it is amazing. And Michael Rosenbaum does do a video when he talks about a encounter he had with her too, and it's some wild shit, and it baffles my mind because we've been talking about Alec Baldwin for weeks, right? And Eternals and all of this, but this was like a blimp. Why the fuck is nobody talking about this? This is a pretty serious thing, you know. People's lives were destroyed. These poor women will never be the same, you know.
Right.
And it just gets brushed aside because what? They're television actresses or actors or whatever. It's a crazy story. Really, more people should cover it. Janie Davis says, "Man, Squirrel, I see that. It's true that everyone eventually believe what they are told if you do it long enough. It's just a matter of time, like other forms of torture." Yeah, it's a sad. Mega Jetty one says, "Wow, dude, I wasn't into Smallville at the time. Didn't get into it until a year or so before the Nxivm scandal." Yeah. I was there in Smallville. I discovered it about the season 3, and it was in Texas. I was with a girl previously that I met at an anime convention, and her family had the seasons of Smallville. And, you know, stuff happened, and we watched Smallville afterwards, and I had no clue what it was, but I was always a Superman fan, and I go, what is this great program? And I followed Smallville from that point until the very end. I was there for the end of it. I've got every season on DVD, special collector's edition, and the behind the scenes and all of that stuff. But yeah, the last season, and they talk about it, she was on Willard with Elijah Wood. Like, she was on her way.
Yes.
You know, Brett Cohen says it's called admiration, not bromance.
I beg to differ.
That's Brett. Brett gets me. Brett gets me. But yeah. So it's crazy, right? It's crazy. So let's dive into this, because this is a shorter article, but I want to get into other stuff because this article doesn't really touch how deep this goes. Nxivm cult actress Allison Mack sentenced to 3 years in prison. Okay, so she's doing her time, and I want to point this out. Like, it doesn't seem like a lot, but you know, she was fined $20,000. Keep in mind, she's also broke because of this cult. So she's broke, and she has to do 3 years and pay this fine. Like, I talk about justice all the time, and they destroyed her life, man. Like, her career is done. You know, she went from $7 million actress, having all these roles, to what, nothing now, and having to go to prison. this is like one of these really sad stories of these actors and actresses that get to a point and get used and abused, and now look where they're at. You know what I mean? Like, to me, look, I'm not going to say I'm not biased about this, folks. I'll be honest with you. I'm not going to say I'm not biased because I met this person, but I have seen a lot of assholes in my day, and I'm sorry, it kind of gets me down because this was a nice person who was destroyed by this piece of shit, you know, and we lost a truly nice person in Hollywood. You know how fucking rare it is to find anybody, whether they act on TV or in movies, that are actually a genuinely good person, and watching them be destroyed.
There are some.
I mean, but you know, it's just sad. It's just sad. It saddens me. Janie Davis says, I watched Smallville from the very beginning, but I stopped watching after the whole Kal-El amnesia bit. Yeah, that was a rough season. And said, I didn't like what they were doing with hurting Lex all the time. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm a huge Michael Rosenbaum fan. But we all knew that was where the story goes. But yeah, this is a really sad story. So, U.S. actress Allison Mack has been sentenced to 3 years in prison for her role in the Nxivm sex cult. The 38-year-old admitted to racketeering and conspiracy charges in April 2019 related to her efforts to recruit women. Last year, the cult leader, Keith Rayner, the biggest piece of shit I've heard about in a very long time. And I'm going to play some clips from this amazing YouTuber who did a documentary on this. This guy, Keith, is now look, I don't like throwing around the words misogyny and things like that because of how they're used, but this guy was a misogynistic asshole. He literally talked about how he hardly ever slept, and he did sleep. He had women ironing his clothes, cooking, and running his errands. Dude, this is
this is a badass motherfucker.
No, but here's the thing. He destroyed, but on a serious note, Justin.
Okay, I know.
No, but I get where you were going.
That was so horrible.
This dude had women like old school, and he would verbally abuse them and things like that if they didn't do the task he set out. And he would say,
yeah, what a real man.
And he would say,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and in his teachings, he would say, if something happened, it wasn't because of coincidence or something, you know, like you get into a car wreck or something. He said you controlled everything in your life. So, you know, if something fucked up happened, it wasn't the situation, it was your fault. So this motherfucker did victim blaming, fucking misogyny. This piece of shit is the template. And you know what's funny? The media goes after all these other people. Where the fuck are these Twitter warriors for this piece of shit? This is literally a real life misogynist, cult leader. And why do I not hear nobody talking about this? What the fuck?
Well, it makes you wonder too about a lot of his funding from third parties. You know what I'm saying? Like, who else in Hollywood was funding this silently as a silent partner? Who was part of this effort? You know, I think that speaks to it. I mean, I'd be like, they should dig deeper.
Yeah. I mean, we've all heard the stories about Scientology, right? And how they have a protective umbrella because of that fucking whack job Tom Cruise. God bless you. I love you. Do your own stunts, but you're fucking crazy. You know, so they got that umbrella, right? And he was using Allison Mack in her prime and a bunch of other actresses from TV and modeling and shit to be an umbrella to his fucking activities. So
Activities.
sorry. I'm partly drunk and partly pissed. It's a bad combination. Anyways, Keith was handed 120 years in prison, good, for multiple crimes, including forcing women into to be his sexual slaves. And I'm gonna play some audio, but he literally comes out and talks about, in a roundabout way, how they have a master dynamic. I shit you not, I can't make this up. He literally, him and unfortunately Allison Mack too, they talk about a master and owner kind of dynamic. It's really fucking weird. It's so fucking weird. Like, holy fuck.
This dude's like 60 years old, man.
Like, how is it these old fucking weirdos are the ones who get this like weird sex trafficking thing?
Money.
Mhm.
I try that and I'd get slapped in the fucking face and be like, Zod.
They're like, oh, this is our leader, haha, Zod.
It's horrible.
No,
is that
no,
what you were
Zod.
saying? That they would just laugh when they found out it was you?
Tee-hee.
Be like, oh, it'd be the shortest lived cult. I believed wholeheartedly in this mentorship. See, that's what they hide behind. Mentorship. My ass. It was not a mentorship. I've never met a mentor who said, hey, I'm going to teach you in this, but, think of it like you're a slave and I'm your master. I would look at it and feel like, what the fuck are you talking about? What? I know a lot of black people who would disagree with this analogy. Like,
Well, that's why you don't see them in these cults.
you know what? That's a really good point.
Except maybe Isaac Hayes.
Oh, old Isaac went astray. But anyway, mentorship was leading me to a better, more enlightened version of myself. The biggest mistake and regret of my life, Matt continued. I am sorry to those of you that I brought into Nxivm. I am sorry I ever exposed you to the nefarious and emotional abuse schemes of a twisted man, she added. Mack was best known for a role in U.S. television series Smallville, the greatest show ever created, fled to Mexico with the group's leader as authorities began closing in on them at 2018. Holy fuck. Since her arrest, she has been living in her Californian family home while taking university courses and working in catering, her lawyers say. So she went from being $7 million figure in Hollywood. She went from Smallville to Willard, and now she's a caterer. Holy fuck, I can't even wrap my mind around that transition.
Was it worth sucking that 60-year-old cock?
Like, there's a lot of shit in the documentary I'm gonna play. I can't play it all because it's an hour, but there's a lot of shit that they talk about. Like, yeah, like, wow.
Well, speaking of which, it's been over 3 hours. I'm starting to get tired.
Yeah, this is my last article. I'm gonna bring it home. But anyways, pronounced Nxivm is a group that started in 1998 as a self-help program and says it has worked with more than 16,000 people, including son of a former Mexican president and Hollywood actress such as Mack. Despite its tagline of working to build a better world, its leader, Keith Reiner, was found guilty of overseeing slave and master system within the group.
Ew, is that him?
That's him. Look at this weird.
Oh my
piece
god, that guy looks disgusting.
It's like Stephen King's brother.
Tell us how you really feel
No,
about.
no. Don't you dare put Stephen
Oh,
King's
fuck yes,
name
I
on
will.
this.
You're
No.
goddamn right I will. Fuck Stephen King and fuck you for defending him.
No, I'm sorry he personally offended you.
Oh, he offends me all the time.
Janie Davis said at Mr. Zod, you're
Jeez.
forgetting conveniently forgetting the shit you did for your martial arts teacher. What? The shit you did.
What'd you do for your martial arts teacher?
Uh,
Oh my god, did
Mhm.
you?
I mean, I wasn't.
Oh
What?
my god, you pervert.
I only kicked kids. I swear. Our relationship was me
That's
kicking
so
them to
creepy.
better their lives. Anyway, no, actually, true story about that. I got a call. One of my students. She's having a surprise birthday party at one of the schools that are still open, and yeah, she's gonna be going to college and everything. And I got called up to be part of the party, and it's kind of crazy. Like that to me is making a positive difference, right? I have watched this student. She lost her mother in an accident. Um, and she was very reclusive and things like that. And when we started working with her and stuff, she really dove headfirst into being a martial artist. And she's an instructor now. She's got her black belt, and she's getting ready to go to college. I gotta say, as someone who was an actual mentor, there's no greater feeling you get than knowing you've impacted another person's life. Like they're going to make something better. And that's
Right.
what that mentor relationship should be like. You helped another human being become the best versions of themselves. And these people spit on that. They spit on the notion of actually fucking helping people. It sickens me. It says at Zod's Phantom Zone, I meant that you put up with fucking condescending attitude and manual labor. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Look, it's not all roses. When you get in that field, you're gonna have rich parents and snobby people, but I never thought about that. I always thought about the kids, right? It wasn't about me. It was about I was getting paid to provide a service and to help better these kids' lives, right? Martial
By
arts is
beating the shit out of them.
well, yeah, toughen them up. But
Respect. Backhand. No kidding.
that's my pimp
I'm
hand.
not.
No. Sherry said Kristen Kirk, aka Lana Lang, was in the cult, but she left early on. Yeah. And that's the thing that's fucked up. She introduced her to this. Now, that's not to say Allison Mack had to dive headfirst into it.
Oh, good night, Kathy.
Good night, Kathy. Thank you for coming. It's always good to have you on the channel. But yeah, so female recruits were allegedly branded with Rayner's initials and expected to have sex with him as part of the system. Just think about that.
Ooh,
This motherfucker branded
how
people.
original.
We
Gross.
haven't done that shit since the 1900s. Like, wow.
Dirty.
Wait, what?
That wow. As part of her effort to cooperate with investigators,
Ew.
Mack provided them with an audio recorder of Rayner discussing one of the branding rituals. In an ABC interview on Wednesday, one of Mack's victims said she served Rayner as the most charismatic co-leader anyone could have asked for. She, Mack, dehumanized people. She was inhuman. So, and there is a turn that they talk about in her behavior. So I want to play a little bit of a clip of this documentary that this person did. And hopefully, if you get a notice that I'm playing your stuff, shout out to you. Excellent job. Please don't claim my video. But I want to play a little bit of this and kind of lay out what the structure of this was and show you how easy it was for people to go broke, and that their first thing they did was to break people financially to where they didn't have a choice, and then kind of pull them in and hold them in this. So once again, shout out to Not Another Girl. Go
And
check out her.
Make sure we'll link that in the description box too.
Yeah, I'm gonna provide a link for that. I forgot to do it
Mhm.
before I came on because alcohol is a hell of a drug. But
So stupid.
but yeah, shout out to them, and I want to play this for you guys because it's quite chilling to hear some of this stuff. Trigger warning, all of that. This is some crazy shit.
This rank, along with the rank of senior proctor, was where higher-ranking members would earn commissions on whoever they recruited, as well as whoever
There's
their
an
recruits
echo.
recruited, and so on down the pyramid.
Yeah, that
But an
happens.
Nxivm member couldn't become a senior proctor without first spending around $1 million on Nxivm's teachings. Only one rank past senior proctor was the rank of counselor, but members couldn't earn that blue sash rank without first investing around $5 million in Nxivm. Before somebody was
So 100 million to get to this bullshit here, counselor, and then 500 million to get to a senior. Squirrel, 500 million to get to.
I thought it was 5 million. Did I misunderstand that?
No, I misspoke. 5 million.
Hi, Dean Jacobs.
$5 fucking million. This is, if this guy wasn't such a piece of shit, this is the greatest pyramid scheme I've seen in a very long time. Like, holy fuck. How much money do you think this piece of shit raked in?
Oh God. How many members did he have? I don't know.
He had I believe when Matt came about, I don't want to misquote, but 228, somewhere around there.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and he had 2 or 3 big headline people that were promoting this. So yeah, their earnings were compared to Scientology and this religion at its height were neck and neck.
That's crazy.
That is fucking ridiculous that this will ever fucking happen. Holy shit.
To reach the first paid rank of proctor, where they got to be taught by Keith directly, members were made to watch many movies about people who were proud to die for their beliefs and sacrifice themselves for a greater cause. In 2010, Allison Mack made the public announcement she was leaving Smallville as a series regular. But out of respect to her loyal fans, Allison stated she would come back for several episodes in the final season to tie up her character's legacy properly. Allison didn't give a reason for leaving Smallville.
I'd tie her up
In
properly.
2012, she auditioned for a show called Wilfred, starring Elijah Wood.
So Allison left the show, and we all thought it was weird, but no one ever knew the reason. So she was going full time.
Well, I knew the reason.
She was going full time into this.
Freak.
She was going full time into this cult. Right now, keep in mind at this time she was worth $7 million, and it's $5 million.
Wow. I mean, that's a lot of money that Smallville was just throwing at her.
Hey, Smallville in its prime, that was the shit. It
was $7 million for a side character. Good
character. What the fuck? She ain't no fucking side character.
She wasn't the main bitch.
PB,
What?
You have to forgive him. He doesn't know. He's
just a kid.
Was she Lois Lane? Yeah, bullshit.
No, that was Erica Durance. jackass.
Okay, then doesn't matter.
Allison received a recurring role on season 2 of Wilfred and played the quirky.
Oh my
goth
god, cut
In a
that
2012
fucking
film
echo
about
out right
Wilfred
now. It
with
is so
Lady
You
annoying.
Gaga.
can't.
It's
He's
start-
too.
Said,
He's
quote,
too.
I took a year to kind
I
of
can't
decide
say the
whether or
word.
not acting was something I wanted to do anymore and kind of
You
figure
could
out
mute the
what
tab
path
for
I wanted to
YouTube.
take and where I
Nope.
was going.
That's not how he does it.
Wilfred would be the last TV role Allison
He
would have.
doesn't. But Zod doesn't have headphones in.
He's a
By this
special
time,
boy.
Allison had been involved with Nxivm for 8 years.
I'm not listening to
So she basically disappeared for the scene. At this point, she had been involved in this cult. I'm just going to call it a cult. 8 years. Holy fuck. That's all of that conditioning and all of the bullshit. Okay, so here's where it gets interesting because they had her lead a acting group. So this is where shit gets really crazy as to what oh holy
For
fuck.
acting students into Nxivm through the source. Allison also joined another Nxivm company called Jeunesse.
So before Jeunesse, I had tons of people around me all the time. I've always been a people person. People used to come visit me in my house and say they were going to Camp
A
Alice.
little people
Because
person.
it was a party. Everywhere I went, it was a party. But I felt very lonely. And I didn't understand why. That didn't make sense to me.
Because you're in a fucking cult.
Imagined the idea of finding the most wonderful husband and then feeling intimate and, finding that one best friend and then feeling like at ease in my relationships. At least with just one person. I was just looking for one person.
So I want to highlight something. This is very telling. It's sad because this is what cult members do, right? This is what a cult leader does. It's very clear by the way that she's talking about this and stuff. She wanted to make a connection. And this is the type of shit that these people look for. They look for that vulnerability, and she wanted one person in her life, whether it be a boyfriend or a friend or something where she felt a connection, and she wasn't getting that. And that's the artificial bullshit that these people provide, right? That's their whole gig. And that's kind of where douchebag McGee comes in and, makes all of these fucking promises. Okay. And there's a lot more of this, but, it's an hour fucking long video. I wish I could go through all of this
Holy
because,
fuck.
it's all very interesting stuff. But the long story short, they programmed and fed her all of these lies, and then
Read or something.
and then recruited her into this to where she started using the same manipulation tactics to recruit other people. They talk about how she, with this group, this acting group she had, she wanted them to call her master, and they couldn't have a boyfriend unless she approved it. Dude, this shit gets wild. Okay. She started telling people that think of themselves like she's their master and they're indentured to her, and in that way they can break through barriers in their life. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, wow. It's just like,
That sounds like a good logic. She's so codependent. She wants people to be codependent on her. Oh,
it's
man.
really like this cult leader manipulated her into manipulating other people into feeding her insecurity. But Squirrel, am I wrong to say this is textbook stuff? This is exactly how these cult people operate. This is their modus operandum, They
Sorry, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
Mega Jetty had a question. He goes, what season was it when she left the show?
The sad one.
It was, I want to say, towards the end of season 7 going into season 8, and then season 8 she made guest appearances here and there. In the last episode, she had a little kid, and they opened up a comic book, and it was Smallville. It was a great season, and fuck you guys who didn't like it. Fuck you, Smallville for life. Anyways, even Michael Rosenbaum came back, but yeah, it was, and everybody who's been abused, you know this. It's a abuser conditioning a victim, right? They are deprogramming them and conditioning them to feed the same bullshit to other people. I mean, am I wrong? This is textbook fuckery. That's I don't know how else to say it. This is textbook manipulation. And I don't take any blame off of what she did, because at the end of the day, she went after this one model, really famous, like the French princess, some kind of shit. Went after her, and she got out of it. But like, this is like textbook manipulation, and it doesn't excuse the person's actions, but I understand it. You know what I mean? I understand it a lot more than I understand Alec Baldwin. I'll say that, you know. Yeah, so PB, what do you think?
I think this is totally fucking bananas.
Laura B says you're right. It's always the same pattern. Yeah, it is. It is the same exact pattern. It's textbook manipulation. I'm not saying
Appreciate
that
her level of dedication. I'll give her that.
Yeah, she dove headfirst into it, and you can tell by her interviews.
Wait, I
She
thought it
has
was a
this.
sex cult. Didn't she dive pussy first?
Oh God, I don't even want to think about that aspect. Planet
Oh, why not?
Yep, with Shiloh, Willow, Sam, and her sister Christina. The only two who were able to stop it was Jason and Sam Morgan. Mega Jetty One says at super chat, at least Michael Rosenbaum came back for Smallville season 10. It was better written than the Crisis on Infinite Earth. Yeah, I agree. And that's
the Crisis on Infinite Earths. Those were good episodes. Take that back.
Janie Davis says, I actually live with my mother and grandkids, visit often, but I get what you're saying. I'm gonna say that's always flaws in society, but it gets better in every generation. I don't think going backwards is the answer. No,
No, that's not what Abram X. Kennedy told me. He's a special guy and has some terrible ideas.
Brett Cohen says that's how they get away with it. We're so used to it, and you need to forgive. Exactly.
But don't forget. If you
No.
forget, that's when history repeats itself.
Wow, that was pretty insightful.
True.
So, I mean, this is fucking crazy. I mean, I'm gonna go down the panel. You guys give me your thoughts. What do you guys think about this? This is the last article. Holy fuck! I almost went 4 hours tonight. Good on us. So, the cluster of squirrels. What do you guys think?
What do we got? I think it's really unfortunate what happened to all these women. I do think that it fed an ego. You know, like there's that, what is it? That supposedly that Native American saying about, it's about the wolf that you feed. And I think she fed the wrong wolf in the beginning and fed into a bigger problem of her own insecurities to try to fulfill something for the better of people. But that's the problem with cults, is it targets so many different personality weaknesses and your moral weaknesses. And when you start breaking your moral boundaries, anything is possible after that. And I've seen people break very small moral boundaries, and then over time they get more significant, and you can justify just about anything that you do because you thought it was for, quote, a bigger good, better intentions, and all these things. So it's unfortunate. I'm sorry that she's gone through that. I hope she gets real therapy. I hope that she has the intervention that she needs, because in a sense he was making her a sociopath. And whether she realized it then or now or whatever, sociopaths are quite aware of what they're doing. It's the difference between a psychopath and a sociopath. There's regret, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they
I
take full
don't regret
accountability.
all of it.
But anyway, it's just sad. The whole thing is very sad. It's another Hollywood cult off the rails. Yeah.
Yeah, and it saddens me because knowing that someone was a genuinely good person, and it's sad that this happened to them, because we got so many shitty people who you wish would fall into a cult and go into obscurity, and then you got genuinely nice people that Hollywood just fucking chews them up and destroys them. Justin, what do you think about this whole cult situation?
What?
I don't really think much of anything of it.
Doesn't really think much.
I mean, some maniacal deviant pervert, 60 years old, managed to trick a bunch of people into sucking his dick and made money off of it. What? It's fucked up.
I mean, when you put it that way, it sounds like the greatest plan ever. Like,
Yeah, I
you
mean,
suck my dick and you pay me for it. What the
and
hell?
wasn't it like a religion or something?
Oh, that sounds like a religion.
It was like a self-help.
It's one of those
Oh,
metaphysical
so did
crystal
he
rings.
avoid taxes because of it?
I don't know.
No,
Good.
sex trafficking.
Well, if he didn't have to pay taxes, it's even worse, even better. I don't know.
It's worse than better all at the same time.
Yeah, I don't know. However you view, I don't know. I really don't care, to be honest. Like, why would you go into a sex cult? Just fucking morons.
I don't know, probably trying to avoid directing an Alec Baldwin film.
I mean,
wow, that's a low.
It all comes full circle. He says,
wow, they're like so down on their luck. They have to consider being in a movie with Alec Baldwin.
Bingo.
That's pretty sad.
PB, what is your take? What is your take on
You
this?
had my take. Like, she took the job to avoid having to be some type of director on an Alec Baldwin film. Like, safer to be in the sex cult than behind the camera.
Oh my god! You know what's so sad? So the takeaway from this, folks, is join a sex cult instead of an Alec Baldwin directed film.
Or bears might break into your house and eat your chicken.
So speaking of which, Justin proper missed that. So before we head on out of here, let's do our rapid fire section where Justin gives his one sentence thought on the articles that we touched on tonight. This should be pretty interesting because they're very varied. So let's start with the first article of the night. Justin, there was a bear that devours a bucket of chicken after invading a California home.
Why did they leave their KFC outside?
I mean, it went inside.
He did not listen to the headline just now.
Well, they broke in?
That's what it said.
Wow.
Well, maybe they shouldn't have left their door unlocked. It's their fault.
They Goldilocks the chicken.
Supply chain
Whatever.
issues.
Whatever. That sucks to be them. Those irresponsible fucks.
Jason
Damn supply chain.
They're everywhere.
Jason Momoa tests positive for COVID after Dune premiere.
Ha! He took the vaccine, didn't he?
He
Or-
did.
Wow. Wow, what a fucking loser.
Oh my god. What premiere was it for?
It was after Dune.
Oh,
He
it
came
was for half a movie.
Hey, Dune was a great film.
No, half a movie. That's what I heard. It's part one, and they tried to trick people.
No, they never did. They specifically stated several times in interviews that it was part one of a two-part movie. The director literally
not
came
in the
out-
trailers.
Okay, I'm not even gonna touch on how fucking stupid that is. Rust movie budget and salaries revealed, with Alec Baldwin. Rust movie budget and salaries revealed what Alec Baldwin, the armor, and crew were paid.
Yeah, Alec Baldwin is running out of money and job opportunities, and it's not looking good from here.
Well, that's why he was doing 3 jobs on one movie.
Yeah, he's that desperate for work.
Next one, Rust camera assistance on safety issues, pay irregularities, and producer behavior on brutal set.
Yeah, they realized how screwed they were after they saw Alec Baldwin's salary.
God. That's good.
Nxivm cult actress Allison Mack sentenced to 3 years in prison.
Did they upload any videos to Pornhub?
Oh, wow.
Wait a second. Hold on. I gotta go to Google.
No, don't actually look. No, that's disgusting.
Looking at naked Allison
Don't
Mack
do
is
that.
disgusting.
No, don't share the screen, please.
It's a solo video.
Mr. Zod Phantom Zone just had a verbal equivalent of a keyboard smash. Yes, I did. Oh, God. Shit. Before I get arrested,
Did
for
I go
anything-
too far?
Before I join Alec
Highly
Baldwin in
unlikely.
prison, let's do our outros. And Mad Squirrel moved to the #1 top spot. Definitely go check out Cybernetic Husky, and all of the stuff he plugged earlier. And go pay him money, bitch. There we go. Mad Squirrel.
Yeah. Oh,
That was it.
I don't. That was a circle I didn't keep up with. Sorry. Look,
He
it's Big
wants you
Ben.
to plug your channel.
Oh, okay, cool. All right. God, I'm sorry, man. You're drinking so much. I'm like fluffy. Anyway,
Yeah, it was a good night.
so we'll be doing. I think me and Big Rich are going to do a glitch paradox that'll be posted. I don't know, soon. Soon this week. And then Shalena's having her stream on Wednesday, 9 p.m. Pacific time. And then I'll be back on here next week. But yeah, it's a quiet week, man. I'm catching up with life. So anyway, hope everyone's staying safe. And I'm sorry that everybody's sick on the panel or tired or drunk, I guess. Yeah. That's about it.
Only tired for a moment there, my bad.
But drunk? Who's drunk? I would never be irresponsible enough to drink and do a almost 4-hour stream.
Speaking of which, I'm drunk and I'm sick and tired of you, Squirrel.
Fair enough.
Sorry, it took me a second for that comeback.
My God.
He's tired and sick and tired.
I'm drunk and sick and tired of all of you. Yeah. Okay. I'm Justin
triple dose.
Proper. I have a show. Go check it out. I'm really tired.
I'm sick.
Hey, leave me alone, okay?
Just
I didn't even get to plug anything.
Sure you did.
Go plug yourself.
Oh my.
That's the plan. Or at least that's what I was asked to do. I'm BB. I do stuff on the internet. Go check it out, motherfuckers.
Oh my God.
Well, this has been I promised you guys an interesting stream, and hopefully we did this.
You are welcome.
Just remember, guys, his favorite Disney movie is Song of the South.
Hey, it was a truly artistic expression. Anyway.
Like Birth of a Nation.
Hey, Birth of a Nation had some good talking. Anyway.
What the?
Holy fuck.
I'm being canceled immediately after this.
Sherry's never coming back.
Thank you everybody for watching. We had a great time. Hopefully this was thoroughly entertaining. We had almost 30 people watching. Thank you everybody. Love you so much. Don't tell a also intoxicated bitchy about what my plans are. Hopefully she doesn't rewatch this sober.
Yeah, his plans are to stop having black people in movies.
His favorite movie was Glory.
Oh.
R.I.P. Matthew Broderick. R.I.P. Denzel.
Forgot
Sorry.
Morgan Freeman. How dare you?
I'm sorry.
God.
Zod's favorite part of Revenge of the Sith was when Mace Windu was killed and shot out of a window.
God.
Okay, that's it, fucker. We're going before I've been canceled.
Cancel, bitch.
Good night to chat. Everyone be safe.
Good night.